Hello, everybody, and welcome to what's left of us. 1 week postponed, but trust me, it's necessary. We are going to have an interesting time today. I am your host, Jaycorn, and welcome to our little TTRPG show where we play little stories and tell little tales and have a great time doing it, right, gang?
Woo! Indeed. Very good time.
Yes. Cannot wait. As per usual, let's get some things out of the way at the beginning of the show. This is a TTRPG show, which means we simulate a whole bunch of stuff, including we play act a couple of some things like trauma and violence and all that stuff. And so if any of that, everyone at the table here has told me their limits and their veils and lines, and they have safety tools for telling me when to back off and that sort of stuff. But you at home watching do not. So if any of you happen to have a problem while we are streaming, please do some self-care. Step out from the stream for a little bit. Come back a little later on. We won't mind. We have no power to stop you. Exercise your control over us. Help. The VOD for this stream will be available immediately on YouTube. Those watching on Twitch should also have a VOD immediately as well. So please feel free to do that. Speaking of our streaming platforms, please, if you can, subscribe on our YouTube. We're getting our way up to 1,000 subscribers for something very fancy because we have our first sponsor. Oh yes, the dream actually happened. Tailspire contacted us thanks to the loving badgering of some of our fans, and they admitted that they had wanted to reach out to us for some time, but they had forgotten, and so that was very nice that someone had reminded them for us. And now we have a bunch of keys for Tailspire, the thing that we have been using to as our virtual tabletop. So we have 10 keys to give away, and as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube and monetize the channel, once that's approved, we're going to figure out a way to raffle those 10 keys away to the people who are subscribed to our YouTube specifically. So if you are not already there, if you're watching this on Twitch for whatever reason, do be sure to pop over to YouTube very quickly and subscribe to us over there, because it is free to do so and it will help us monetize the channel, which means for free, for no cost to yourself, you will be supporting the channel. Speaking of being in the channel, our lovely chat moderator Sam is in the channel on both YouTube and Twitch. Hi Sam. Sam is here keeping us safe. If you have any regular questions, Sam is probably going to be able to answer those for you. Otherwise, you can hold them until the end of the stream. At the end of the stream, we'll be doing a little couch talk session, table talk on a couch with no table involved. We will have a table talk, and it is where we will talk above table about the things that have happened in the stream. So hold your questions for that. We will answer any question from this episode and from previous episodes, so be sure to keep those. Let's see what else. I don't know, the sponsorship kind of blew me away. I was extremely pleased with that, and we're coming for Hero Forge next. It's not hard, I just haven't had chance to message them.
We've updated the stream overlays a little bit.
We did upgrade the stream overlays just a little bit. Yeah. They were getting a little bit hard to keep track of. We had to keep changing them every month. And so we made them a little bit more readable. And we're going to go with them for the time being. So congratulations. You can now use those inputs on chat, ! or any of our names will tell you all about them. Our Stream Elements bot will do that. It'll give you all of our links and who we're playing and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Very snazzy stuff.
You guys really upgraded us.
Yeah, we went through the board. To be fair, Star went through that stuff. I did not.
He's the producer, and it's fine.
Yes.
Thank you, Star.
Executive producer Dick Wolf, otherwise known as Star.
What did you just call me? Dong dong.
Exactly. No shit, he's gonna want royalties now. Fuck.
No, God damn it.
Son of a.
Yeah, use the. Tell them what you called that before the stream.
Oh yeah, this is my Emery cosplay button, so I can start yelling at.
Please, Jay, there are children.
There are children. Those children are here to be destroyed.
Only thing getting destroyed today is a crab man.
Probably a crab man. Yes, probably a crab man.
Possibly a crab man.
Okay,
Possibly a crab man
yes.
being destroyed.
Pardon me. That is true. Alrighty. Yeah, did we get everything else here? Did we get a Sam? Is there a Sam button too?
I think I set that up.
Did you?
I think so. If I didn't, I will.
Yeah, we should, absolutely. Sam, incidentally, if any of you want to know, Sam has a business where he makes leather crafts. Flesh crafting, I believe, is what you prefer to call it. And they're great. They're great stuff. I've seen some of the hats. There was one that was like yellow and looked like a kind of a banana peel, and I wanted it very badly. Except I don't wear hats, so.
I thought I made one. If I didn't make one, I'll do it after the stream. I'm
We
sorry.
will absolutely do it. We will get a Sam button. It will happen. Yeah, Sam, you're gonna get shouted out on my stream because you've been helping us this whole time. That's the way it works. Okay, I think that is everything, unless anyone here has anything they want to talk about before we get into it. No housekeeping? I don't think so. The part of Wrathgirther this episode will be played by me right now. I believe Mildred is waylaid at the very least. Mildred, we miss you wherever you are. Be safe. And we will continue somehow. The problem, you see, is I did learn to read, and so this will be difficult for me.
Just do not perceive words on screen.
That is true. We're going to pop over to the map, and I will give you a rundown of what happened last episode.
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons.
This is his Frieza. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Folks, we are in a little tiny village, a marshy village. Some of you may have joined us during the volcano episodes, and while the party has by now resolved that issue, at the very end of it, they were informed by the laws of the Fey Lords of the Hunt that they were indeed being hunted, and so had to scramble down the side of the mountain looking for a safe haven. While that was happening, both Tim Tam and Emery were unconscious, asleep, being accosted by some sort of strange sleep devil, who was also an evil llama, which is awesome that I was able to pull that off. And when they awoke, they found that their party, in the meantime, had to fight off the hounds of that Fey hunter. And so they resolved to go somewhere that was probably protected by Fey, an old village, if possible, villages that had kept themselves safe for generations from these sorts of threats. And they found a marsh village, which definitely had the marking staves and horseshoes and bundled nails that marked out a village as being safe from the Fey. And so they dove in, and they found it was, aside from the midges and mosquitoes and the oppressive humidity, they found that it was actually a very lovely village. Everyone was very polite and very excited to have guests for the first time in a while, and there was ample mosquito nets to lounge in, and and there was polish and drinks and stuff, and Tim got a chance to upgrade Sparks. Our best boy now has horns. There was a note that was written down that says Sparks has horns now. Very important note to write. Yeah, right there. See, Sparks has horns now. Very important. And our dear Vernon decided to take that time to go deeper into the swamp because he felt the call. Something was familiar about this place, and he didn't know what. And so, pardon me, Vernon went in and found an ancient, dilapidated village deeper in the swamp, and fell asleep and had a vision of where he came from, and he's pretty sure he came from this location, stumbling out of it as a child. And he came back, and the party decided to figure out what they were doing so they weren't trapped in this village while they waited to be picked off by some Fey hunter. But the village elder might have had some problems that they could deal with, and they felt kind of indebted to the town, so they went and they talked to the village elder, who said, why, yes, we do have a problem. There is a dragon living deeper in the swamp who is monopolizing a lot of the swamp's resources and just refuses to be reasonable and talk to them. maybe you could have better luck, or maybe you could just kill the thing. During the conversation, it came up that this lady was a follower of the Children of the Arthropod, a very ancient cult that had been in this swamp for eons. And this was the first that Emery had heard of this, since it was confirmed to her that this was the cult that had abducted and murdered her in the past. And so, before she ever uttered a word to this kindly old woman, Vernon, completely not thinking, said, "Oh, you know the children? I know the children. How are you affiliated?" And the old woman went on a little bit of a spree before Emery quietly took Vernon aside, and in probably the most threatening, cliffhangery whisper possible, said, "Vernon, what do you know about the children?" And then I cut off the episode, because I'm a jerk like that, and I made people wait, knowing that Star had a con to go to on the last Friday of July. So I postponed the episode a week so we
After
could
much
do
begging.
this. After much begging.
Yours truly.
Congratulations. Now we're about to see the fallout. Is everyone ready?
No, but we can pretend, I'm sure.
I've
Now-
been waiting for this for over a month.
Right? As it turns out, Ron sent a package to Star's house specifically. It contains a lot of chloroform gas. Star, when you open it, you will knock unconscious, and Ron will be like, "I win." You can't beat the player.
Oh, I thought it was
You
gonna be
can't.
filled with like bribery and pastries and anime girl figurines.
Llama
Like,
fur.
I
I
don't have that much money, Star. Some of us don't have the marketing skills that you do.
Oh
Right.
well, excuse the beat out of me. I don't have a fancy little. There we go. I don't have a fancy little censor button. It's all rated PG. What the fuck for me?
Okay, so this might be the first time that some people, because I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure, but there is a good possibility of some PvP. So
There's PvP.
some of you might be aware by now that my DM style is what some people might call loose. I might call it completely ignorative of the rules. So, what has to happen is because we are doing PvP, to make sure that it is fair, I will be observing the rules extremely strictly, because otherwise it's not fair. There are, however, story triggers involved with the both of you, which can definitely cheese the hell out of this. So,
But Jay, if we don't follow the rules, then people are gonna be pedantic in our comments and drive that engagement. Well, what'll we do?
try that engagement.
Oh,
Listen.
Don't be rules lawyers in our comment section. That would be terrible
I love
for the
the-
algorithm.
This is also, incidentally, 2 episodes after I told both Zoe and Star that, yeah, you guys could use level 9 spells. I don't care. Just use them. What's it gonna matter?
Just fuck it, we ball.
Yeah. Okay, so in addition to anything getting too intense, you can always pull up above table and discuss some things as well. If the players want the combat to go a certain way, and the characters may or may not want to, then we can talk about this as players and make it happen in the game. So this is more about story than it is about rules. If you folks want to feel that way, you talk about it. Otherwise, play it out as you will. All right?
Let's go.
So, you were in a hut. Rathgurther and Maldris are outside, probably complaining about mosquitoes. Although, probably not Maldris, considering they come from the Feywild, pardon me.
No biggie.
Right. Also, as it turns out, mosquitoes and midges don't really like changelings for some reason. Their blood is different.
Cool.
Tastes like Buckley's. Let's...
It's my superpower.
Right. Just dropping fresh stuff here. All right. You are in her hut still. Tim is very probably. Tim and Sparks are like, Sparks is sitting down beside Tim. Tim is listening to this old lady talk about the things that the children do and the different sects of the children, and like how Yeah, like
Wow, that's so cool.
oh yes, the for instance, the children up in Neverwinter before Neverwinter was blown up by that volcano. The children there were a long-standing community tradition. They built up half of the social supports in that area. But the children in Waterdeep, well, they're mostly well, they're new. I'll say that they haven't really done very much for anybody. You know, sometimes it's so easy for a cult to be taken over by a large personality.
Wait, so you like consider yourselves a cult? Like cult? Is the word
Well, certainly like followers of the Morning Lord consider themselves a cult. Followers of the Raven Queen consider themselves a cult. It's not particularly a bad word, depending on where you come from. I mean, I've heard some bad connotations in cities and places where people have decided that a more organized, religious, dogmatic approach is important. But I live in a swamp.
So where's the line between like a club and a cult?
Well, I, you know, that's a good question. I think probably because a club is organized beyond a certain organizational belief, and a cult specifically follows a personality. You know, something like that. Incidentally, you two can bust in anytime you want, or like, yeah.
We don't have to roleplay this entire conversation.
I was gonna say, like, pretty much as soon as the whole, like, Vernon, what the fuck thing happened, I'm just gonna grab him by the scruff of the neck and literally drag him outside. Be like, well, look into your dragon problem, bye. And I'm just leaving with him in tow.
Vernon, do you submit to this dragging?
Yes, but along the way, Vernon says, I don't know why this keeps happening to me. Why does everybody think that the scruff of the neck is the way to go with me? You know, I run a scarf shop.
I am ignoring it entirely.
Okay, I think I have to go. Okay, bye. And we're gonna rush out as well.
Okay. I don't think Rathgurther notices you pulling Vernon outside. They're too busy. She's too busy slapping a bunch of mosquitoes and stuff, and cursing very loudly about them. You know, they're like vampires. Vampires of the swamp. Just her big meaty hands just slapping all over her body. And there's Maldris just sitting there. Zero effect at all. Like, there's no mosquitoes or anything buzzing over her. Them, sorry. But
yeah, I'm just dragging Vernon somewhere out of sight from the rest of the village because I don't need extra people getting involved in this.
I'll say you go over
pin
here.
him up against a fucking tree or something.
What's going on, guys?
So, you and I need to have a fucking conversation, seems like.
Seems that way. Jeez.
You want to explain what the hell that was back there?
What was what?
Don't play stupid. You know exactly what I'm
not
talking
playing
about.
anything.
Oh, so you're just stupid is what you're telling me.
Yes, of course. Have you not seen my body of work?
Sure. I'm talking about the fucking shit you just pulled, talking about the children of the Eartho whatever.
The children of the Arthropod?
Sure. Yeah. The fucking cult that killed me? Have we forgotten about that part?
I mean, you never asked anything about them to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to ask you, assuming that you had information on a fucking cult?
I mean, to be fair, you haven't asked anybody about what they know about the cult.
Pulling one of my swords out. One hand on his fucking neck, one sword in the dominant hand. I'm like, I don't think you understand the gravity of your situation right now.
Well, you know, the way that you're reacting kind of makes me think that I wouldn't have had a really good chance to bring this up anyway. I feel like if I even breathed a word of it, this would have been the result. So
Well, I'll tell you one
I don't know what
thing.
you would have wanted me to do.
Hindsight's 20/20, I guess. You found out that I had a whole fucking grudge against this cult way back in Waterdeep when we broke my uncle out of house arrest. You could have said something there, like, oh yeah, I know about the children, here's the info I have on them to help you.
Oh, see, because I thought that you were going to stab me like you're threatening to do right now.
If you had actually helped me, given me actual information, given me something to work on, would have gone a lot smoother. But now you're basically admitting guilt that you're involved with them somehow.
I would have been admitting guilt that I was involved with them somehow back there too.
So you are involved with them, is what I'm hearing.
Yes. Did you not know this? I have things that have crabs all over them. Did that not give it away? But the difference between me and the people...
Shut up! I am going to give you one chance. And you need to pick your words very, very carefully. All right? Just nod if you understand me.
Vernon nods.
Give me one goddamn good reason why I shouldn't separate your head from your shoulders right now.
Well, primarily, I don't know what that would do. Frankly, the last time that I was, took massive damage, I turned into a giant crab monster. Secondarily, I don't want to hurt you. I've had plenty of opportunities to stab you in the back before now, group or not, and I haven't taken them, so I really don't see any reason why you would want to kill me. I am willing to help you.
You're willing to help me, and yet you haven't done much so far, hiding shit.
Well, that's how I fight. I hide behind trees, and I lob my holy crab grenades. What do you want from me? I'm not squishy like you. I don't have all of this armor and the weapons and stuff. I have to stay back.
I'm not talking about in a fight.
Oh.
I'm talking about just in general. Why are you even here helping with my shit?
Well, frankly,
if you're with the children, the people who, again, I will remind you, fucking murdered me, stole my life out from underneath me, ruined my entire goddamn life, and the only reason I'm even getting a second chance at this is because they fucked up and I got to come back because of some fucking cosmic quirk. I shouldn't even be fucking alive right now, and it is their fault.
Vernon, just so you remember, because has been a while for all of us. You didn't actually join the children officially until after Loudwater.
That's kind of what I thought, but I was not 100% sure on that. So
yeah.
But I was going to say, I didn't even know that this happened to you until after we had the conversation with your uncle, and at that point, I was definitely not going to reveal myself because of this.
Okay, so great. What you're admitting to now is that basically you've been following me around, keeping tabs on me for your little cult. Or what? Are you, let me guess, you're just reporting back to your people, making sure that I stay out of their hair? What?
I haven't really talked to them at all.
Are you planning on it?
Since we
said you're a member.
Well, I imagine at some point, yes, I was going to talk to them, but I don't know. I don't have any reason to really give them any information on you.
You don't?
I don't really know these people. I didn't even become an official member until we got to Loudwater or whatever, after Loudwater.
So you're just pleading stupid is what I'm hearing.
I'm pleading that I might be a pawn in a bigger thing, but I don't have any ill will towards you. I don't have any reason to. You're scary as hell. Why would I want to fight you?
At least you know that much. That's good.
I might be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Just raises an eyebrow. At this point, she hasn't stabbed him just because he's so dumb she doesn't know what to do with him.
If you want to, you can make an insight check to see if you believe.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sure.
Oh, that is a nat 1, baby. Ugh.
Okay, Vernon.
I'm so confused by this conversation.
Yeah.
You can. What is this dude's fucking deal?
I know what you've been the truth of what you've been talking about, but you can make me either a persuasion or a deception check. Your choice. Do not tell us. And honestly, if you get better than Emery's 1,
I got a 21.
Fuck.
He seems extremely ignorant of the situation.
So he's just literally just I am an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
After all, if I'm actually telling the truth.
It would be a persuasion in that particular regard.
Okay, that's good. That's
yeah.
what I did.
He's all right. let's say I'm willing to believe that maybe you're just a fucking idiot, because you're doing a real good job at presenting that.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
Yeah.
How am I supposed
Hell yeah.
to say a character when it's like this? How am I supposed to say mad? When I've got a genuine fucking himbo in front of me.
I mean.
Okay, back in character.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
Just get a little lightheaded. Take a drink. Hydrate.
Fucking. I drank my water wrong. Okay, back in character. Serious thing. People have died. Okay. It's like, okay. Let's say I'm willing to believe that maybe you're just a fucking idiot. Maybe I'm willing to believe that because, I mean, if that is the case, you have done a fantastic job of being in character this entire time. Why do you turn into a fucking crab?
Well, if you remember, I kind of came to you with the same kind of questions, like about, because with your thing, when you got really hurt, you started to like transform into something otherworldly, and I mean the same kind of thing happened to me. So I came to you and asked you about that kind of thing. I don't know why I turned into a crab. It seems to only happen when I'm really hungry or something of that nature. But like, I have no reason to understand that.
I just find it really goddamn suspicious that of all the fucking things that could happen, you turn into the cult's fucking mascot. And you expect me to believe that there is not some kind of link there.
It didn't start happening until, like I said, I became an initiate into the group. And before that, I didn't know that you had any history with them. If I'd have known, and I'd have known that we were going to be, running all these missions and stuff together, I probably wouldn't have, aligned myself with them.
Okay.
I don't want anything bad to happen to any of these people. I mean, even when I didn't know them very well, I knew that I had a greater enemy, that I was going for, in my mind.
I need that clip in my mind.
In my mind.
In my mind.
You also got to remember, just for extra context here, folks, Vernon is like 6'4" and weedy and pale, and it looks like you could blow him over with just.
Yeah, I'm a dork.
He looks a little bit like Vincent Price, That's
Vincent Price with Tim Curry's like eyes,
Yeah.
and lips, and Peter Lorre's eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a wonderful description.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you one more question then, I guess.
Absolutely.
Shut up. If you were in my shoes, what would you do in this goddamn situation? Someone that you have placed, probably, in retrospect, far too much trust in. I was feeling vulnerable and spilled my guts to all of you about my entire situation. The fact that I died, the fact that I have this whole sob story about being murdered by a fucking cult, and I'm just trying to get my life back and leave a trail of blood behind me of all the people that I'm trying to get revenge on. Everybody in that goddamn cult who had any semblance of anything to do with what happened to me. I am not done until they are dead. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so yeah, you put, again, probably far too much trust in a group of people that you just barely met and happened to go on a fucked up little cursed train ride with, and suddenly everybody's acting like we're BFFs. And you just feel a little bit vulnerable and maybe a little bit high on the adrenaline of busting a family member out from their soon-to-be execution. And you spill your guts. And you find out a couple weeks later that one of those people that you, again, put way too much trust in is involved with that fucking cult. What would you do in my situation?
Well, I'm not saying I don't understand where you're coming from. If anything, I understand too well. Because the way that I got involved with this cult was that I showed up to this place. This guy ended up dead. And in order to prevent myself from getting basically moited or sent to jail or whatever, I had to join up. So I found myself in vulnerable situations as well. What I would do in your situation is I'd stab him, personally. Now, I'm not saying you should do that.
You're making a good case for it, though.
Oh, I know. But I'm saying, if it was me, I would probably be very suspicious of that person. And you have every right to be suspicious of me. Because I have done a lot of things over the course of this time that could be seen as sabotage. But I can tell you, heart to heart, or void, whatever, that was not my intent. My intent has been to teach Tim Tam about taxes.
God damn you!
having a real crab the void talk here.
About tax. Please don't kill me. I have to teach this child about the economy.
Has been to teach Tim about taxes and to get basically whatever the end of this weird ride is. Like, I'm just along here, you know? I don't really have a horse in this race. I just want to make sure that Tim has financial literacy and that whatever you guys do, because you all seem really cool, gets done. And I have no reason to try to sabotage that intentionally. Yeah. That's all I got.
Emery, why don't you make me, I guess, a history check?
Sure.
See if you can look through whatever this crab himbo is trying to, this crimbo is attempting to say.
It's a 7, but I got a... Why is history literally my best skill? I have a +5 in history. What the hell?
Wow. Well, that puts you over the little bar of the threshold. Yeah, I don't think you're not gonna uncover any nuggets that you have hidden deep in your cranium here, but you know from watching Vernon that nobody could intentionally act this way. It's like he has been more or less like. He told you more or less that he had been a bit of a con, or at least he had alluded to it a little bit here and there. He had driven cons before, and you know, I guess the party had just kind of thought that eventually all con men sort of get caught at some point, and so that's why he's been around all the time. Now you're thinking that maybe it's because his cons probably weren't that great. It's he doesn't seem to be able to keep some things stuck in his head very well, and he did seem extremely surprised to become a giant crab monster. So it's a good possibility that if the cult didn't do something kind of similar to him that they tried to do to you, that maybe he had some innate ability that they are harnessing for their own ends, and he is so unaware that all he actually wants to do is teach a young gnome woman how to manipulate the economy of the Sword Coast.
He wants to teach Tim about stonks.
Stonks.
Look, here's the thing.
he wants her to.
Of Tim's life.
Yeah.
Sparks,
A really good,
stonks, and some third thing.
Science.
a really great form of passive income is if you just lift that income out of somebody else's pocket while they're passively looking around.
Hey.
Right. You gotta invest in crab coin. Going to the moon.
Yeah.
One of the moons. There's 2 moons.
There are
Don't know which
several,
moon.
From what I understand.
Yeah. This planet has a moon problem.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna just stare at him for a bit. Just be like, is it possible for a man to actually be this stupid? I've met some pretty stupid people before. She's like got the gears turning in her head, and one of them shaped like a crab. It's just kind of clanking around in there, and it's not doing a whole lot. It's just kind of getting in the way. And she's like, okay. I guess last question then, for now. Who are you more afraid of? Me or them?
Oh, definitely you.
Good.
I don't have anything else to add. You are beyond my pay grade.
I'm gonna grab him by his neck and I'm just throwing him down, basically. Keep it that way. And I'm
Into the
walking off.
guck.
Yep.
Into the guck. Pardon me.
Sheathing my sword and I'm taking a fucking walk.
Go for a walk.
Good talk.
Shut the fuck up!
Emery?
Not now. I'm just walking.
Does that mean we're not best friends?
Pauses for a moment. Keeps walking.
Oh, Tim is heartbroken.
Oh.
Everyone else,
I'm so sorry.
everyone else just sees Tim do the like Charlie Brown walk
Oh.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
back to the group and just sits down with Rathgirther and starts smacking the mosquitoes around her.
Upset the mosquitoes too. Come, sit with me. Emery, why don't you give me a survival check, please?
Sure.
And Maldris, could you give me a perception check?
Oh, +0. That is a 7.
Beautiful.
Why did I choose so many dice?
I mean, in Emery's mind right now, she's just fucking fuming, and she thought she was gonna take out some frustration on one of her party members, and she kind of talked herself down from it, and now she's just full of all this pent-up rage and has nowhere to put it, so she's probably just like walking through the swamp, just fucking hacking at plants, cursing at mosquitoes, and she's not paying attention to where she's going.
Right.
I got a 17.
Also, she just found out that possibly this entire village is involved with this cult, and so she's not feeling great about going back. She at the very least knows that the town leader is involved, and
Right.
that doesn't feel good.
Right. So Maldris, you managed to notice all this happening, for one, but for two, you also notice that you see Emery wandering in an aimless manner, so you know she's not paying attention to where she's going, and she's following one of the duck boards that lead out of town into the swamp, away from the protection of the Fey circlet. Now, she's not being hunted necessarily, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a danger. So no one else notices this but you, mostly because Vernon is stuck in a puddle, and Rathgirther is slapping mosquitoes, and Tim is the most heartbroken child perhaps any of us have ever seen. And so it's up to you. Do you want to alert other people? Do you want to go after? Do you want to go at her? Okay. Do you want to go stealthily? Why don't you roll me a stealth check?
What is my stealth bonus?
Me star. I know this is a terrible idea. I know exactly how bad this is gonna break down. But I'm trying to play with my character like this. Bite me in the ass.
Ooh,
It
is
such an asshole.
It's an 8 plus 6.
Okay, that's not bad. 14.
No, 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
My
Okay.
math is so bad right now.
Gotcha. That's fine. I gotcha. What's your passive perception, Emery? I can't remember.
Perception is only 10.
Okay, don't worry about it. Okay.
Oh, I'm worried about it.
Let's do a quick change of the boards here. We are going to go deeper into the marsh.
If I make any noise, will that like break me out of stealth?
Yes.
Damn it.
Why? What do you want to do?
I was gonna see if like Randy can like alert me if anything, if he notices anything before I do.
I mean, you can You can talk to Randy in your brain.
I can. Why
Yes.
have I been talking out loud this whole time then?
I don't know.
Dude, you never told me that.
You never asked.
Oh, this again. This justification
My
again.
God.
Good.
Okay, well,
That's a
I
legitimate
will.
argument.
Will
I learned it from a
mind-
friend recently.
I will mind ask
Mind ask him.
Randy.
Like, don't worry. My head's on a swivel. Nobody's coming up to you. Nobody at all.
And the little dwarf girl, is she still with me?
Yeah, yes. I keep forgetting her name. However,
Terrell.
Terrell. There you go. There you go.
I
Nice.
watched the episode yesterday. I remember because it's fresh in my mind.
She goes, I'll also look out in case Randy can't see anything. And Randy's like, my eyes are the sharpest of any ghost. I see everything.
Wait.
Remember when we met and your buddy was shaking my buddy on the train? The Jew, sorry? I saw that coming. That's why I went the other way. And my buddy got shook and I didn't.
That's
Like a maraca.
some real nice. You're real nice to your friends, dude.
Right. Emery, what are you thinking about?
Okay, but I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, you're gonna follow? Okay. Emery, what are you thinking about?
She is just her brain is the pinball machine of torment right now. She is bouncing around between I trusted these people and I don't even know why they're choosing to help me. Do I trust them? Do I just go back to Waterdeep on my own? I had planned on doing this all shit by my own, but I thought maybe, just maybe, I would have some allies to do it with me, and then maybe I'd actually have a chance at succeeding. But now it's like I kind of feel like I'm better off alone because I don't know if I can trust these people because one of them's in that cult that just tried to, that like literally killed me. And then she's like, I'm gonna die if I go out here on my own, but I'm not going back to that fucking village and maybe just ding 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 just everywhere. She is fuming, steaming mad.
Yeah.
And just doesn't, she's thinking like, do I go back and, I mean, you said before, she knows where her uncle's secret shack is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, she's trying to think, could I find my way back there? Maybe ask him some questions. Maybe I could at least have one person that she could trust as an ally.
Right.
But then it's like, am I gonna be able to get there on my own? It's like, well, I mean, I've got this fucked up power now that at least like provides some survivability, but I prefer not to use it if I don't have to, because who knows what happens if I keep using it, thinking about like the weird hole in her chest, and she's just like, oh fucking damn it, god fucking damn it, everything sucks, and I'm in a fucking spot, but there's mosquitoes!
Do you want to roll me a history check then, as you are sorting through your brain worms?
Yep. Oh, that's worse. My dice are rolling horribly today. It's a 7 total.
I mean, you've got like this is not exactly a short walk. You can roll again if you need to. Like, I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of rolls, but like you've been out here for more than 10 minutes.
She tires herself out just slashing at mangroves, maybe.
Sure.
Okay, that's better. That's a 21 total.
That's a 21. Okay. What 2 pieces of information would Emery most want?
That's a damn good question. I guess so. Her priorities are, I think, honestly, after kind of seeing everything that she has seen, her first priority is get her sister out of there. Okay. Priority number 2, extremely close second, is I want the names and information on every single person who did this to me, but especially whoever is in charge, and also whoever is currently occupying her former meat suit.
Okay.
So based on that, info about the people who did this to her, how would be best to go about like saving her sister, basically. Okay. Like, even if she can't get her life back, if it would piss her off if she can't get her revenge, and she would never let it go. She would die mad about that, literally.
Right.
But if she can't get her revenge, at the very least, she wants her sister safe. That is her highest priority.
So I want to start this little tiny info dump by saying that this is what Emery has in her brain already. This is her piecing things together. It does not mean it is correct. It means it is with the available information you know, this is what you will think of first. Okay?
Okay.
In terms of your sister, you know that were fake Amelia to be outed somehow as an imposter, that the heirdom to your family's fortune would go to her as the next available heir. But because she is
had in the past is like, if we just say, hey, this Amelia's fake ass shit, would that solve the problem by itself? But also it's like, what if it retaliates?
She is very young. But if you could manage to also, because revealing Amelia to be a fraud would also incidentally clear your uncle's name, your uncle would become regent until such a time that your sister could take over. That's the law. Okay? It also depends on how far along your dad is. You know he is sick. You know he is not fit to lead currently. So at some point, the reins are going to be passed over, and at some point will be soon-ish. But she will be relatively safe if you can just prove that Amelia isn't who she says she is. Mm-hmm. Now, concerning the people who took you, as thoughts are pinging around your brain, and you're remembering the things that Vernon was saying under duress, I think the things that come to your brain most obviously is that some random destitute cultists would have zero ways of knowing your personal schedule and where to kidnap you and how without help. And you're remembering from a very recent dream encounter you had that your uncle had an advisor.
Yep. I mean, honestly, like right now, she feels like she definitely needs to go find Uncle and ask him some burning questions. But how far away is that from here?
That would be in the High Forest. So more than a couple of, maybe 2 or 3 10 days of walk. So almost a month away of if you're walking. Yeah. It is, however, closer to closer to Tim Tam's goal. Yeah. Roll a teleport. You just turn on your void and you suck yourself, and you end up in the forest.
Magic.
That's magical.
Perfection.
You fold in the middle like some laundry and just appear somewhere else. Yeah, but you do remember the High Forest is also where Tim eventually has to go. She doesn't seem too keen to go there, but it also, of course, crosses exactly where Rathgurther doesn't want to go, so you'd have to go around if you wanted to, which would increase the time. It would take much less time if you went directly through the area that Rathgurther desperately does not want to go to. Now,
well, depending on how this shakes out, we're going to figure out exactly how badly she doesn't want to go through it.
Right. Okay, now, real quick, Vernon, I didn't ask you originally because you were in a puddle and you were recovering, but do you think you would have followed Emery into the swamp?
Yes.
Dope. Can you roll me a stealth check, please?
Sure. He's not a smart person.
Yeah, we know that.
That's a 6.
Ooh. That's a 6. All right, you were just like all the way through. Like you're taking like you saw
Throwing the
her
water off
go.
my sleeves.
Yeah, you saw her like
Why is
walk
he-
in that direction, and yeah, Maldris, I think you would notice that Vernon is there. Like, Emery, I think aside from the fact that you were deep in thought, I think you would fucking notice at some point that Vernon, because like you took like. You walked on the duck boards, and then you walked on some sandbars, and then you followed some mangroves and all this other stuff. And Vernon's just like, she's going that way. Yeah, right. Yeah, like I don't want to get lost in a swamp. I can see her. I'm going this direction. And so that's where
Can I
you are
get to
going.
him first?
Yeah, if you want to intercept him, sure.
Yeah, I'll 100% do that. I'm going to wait. That breaks my stealth, so I'm gonna like appear in front of him if it's humanly possible for me to do, or changeling possible.
Sure.
Just like pop out of nowhere and be like, Vernon, what the fuck are you doing?
Whoa, hey, buddy, what's up?
What? Why are you chasing? She wants to kill you. You know that, right?
Yeah, but like, it's dangerous out here, even for somebody like her. Like,
That's
Yeah,
why
I'm
I'm here
terrified of-
too.
so we share a goal.
I love that everyone is so sweet.
Look, here's our goals. It's to teach Tim about taxes and make sure Emery doesn't die before she gets revenge on apparently my cult.
You want to know what one of my goals is? Make sure Emery doesn't murder you.
I guess I should probably place that a little higher too.
Just a little.
I swear, if
Good
Vernon actually had muscles, he would be a true himbo. Right now, he's a little bit like Gomez Adams. He's just...
You should probably give her some space before she murders you.
Yeah, that's a
Maldris.
valid point.
Maldris, I need you to make a perception check while Vernon is speaking here.
good.
Sorry,
Oh,
Vernon, you can continue to speak. Go for
That's
it.
a solid point. I should. I know I can trust you to help her out if she needs it.
It
I
was
didn't realize the roll would take that long.
perception.
Yep.
Mhm.
5 + 7
Oh my god, a 5, really?
plus 7.
12.
I mean, it is +7.
It could have been a lot worse. If you drop a dragon on us
Could've
right
been a
now,
lot
I'm gonna be so
better.
mad.
I love that the party is just fully separated. That's
Yep.
great.
Yep.
I love
Yep.
that for us.
Yep,
Do you
it's
have
so
any
good.
justification to follow? Do you want to come join this nonsense?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you saw Vernon and you were like, "Oh no, Vernon!" and you chased after him.
Tim and
Maybe, I
Ra-
don't know.
Tim and Rathgar
I-
find a particularly heavy group of midges and mosquitoes and decide to run away in the same direction.
I am going to roll my walnut DM dice.
Oh, good, the one that crits every single time you roll it.
Yeah. If I get under your 12, whatever is out there doesn't notice Maldris in time for her, for them and Vernon to hide again. Otherwise,
We're fucked. Is what you're saying.
chat, I rolled a 3.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Even with this thing's prodigious wisdom score,
It's a fucking dragon, isn't it? It's that fucking dragon.
You,
that told us about last time.
Maldris, your perception score isn't high enough to know what it is, but something is out there. It wasn't watching you at first. If you roll stealth right now, with Vernon's help,
Oh my god.
so you can roll with advantage.
With advantage.
Bardic
now-
inspiration.
Yes, actually, if Vernon, do you even want to help? This is the good question. Do you think you would if Maldris started shutting you up and telling you to hide?
Oh yeah, I mean of course.
Yeah?
I'm not
Okay.
a fool. I want to, I want to survive as long as possible.
I
Did
may
Right.
be
hear my
stupid, but
last
I'm not a
conversation?
fool.
Right.
Yes. That is a much better way of phrasing the thing that I tried to say
Right.
earlier.
Wonderful.
Are we ready?
Okay. Go ahead and do that. You also have Bardic Inspiration, which I believe is a D6.
Okay.
Yes.
To add to whatever?
Yeah.
Because I rolled a 16 and a 9, and then my perception.
Your stealth?
My stealth. Stealth is +6, so I got a 21.
Right. You want to use your Bardic Inspiration?
That'll add a +6 to whatever, or put whatever I roll to that number.
Yep.
Yes. You're making it seem like I should. It's a 3. So
Yeah,
it
that's
gets
not
to
bad. 24.
24, yeah.
So remember that you rolled a 24 for stealth.
Oh god, what the
Oh
fuck?
no. Oh no.
I hate this game.
I'm gonna roll again to see if it notices you.
Oops. I can spell.
Oh god.
Folks, I have rolled a 16 with bonuses. This creature rolled a 22. It does not notice Vernon and Maldris.
But it supersedes me, don't it?
It does.
Oh, I'm gonna be a sandwich. Oh, I'm gonna be crunched.
But it's not after. Wait, depends on what the creature is. It might not be after.
It's
Emirates,
that
it
fucking
might not
black
care.
dragon, I have a feeling. That we know is out in the swamp, and that Emery knows is out in the swamp, and she
Emery?
forgot.
Emery, why
Yes?
don't you make me a perception check? Because this time I've been letting Maldris and Vernon have all the fun.
Yeah! Here, I'm rolling with the fake dice because my real dice are screwing me over today.
Mhm.
Oh, and so are the digital dice. That's a 5 + 0, baby! I don't see shit! Well, time to roll my backup character, I guess.
You don't see anything, that is true. But suddenly, over the breeze that picks up, you catch the wafting smell of dried leaves. Crisp as the autumn air.
Huh.
Look who we have here out in no man's land, without your protective staves.
I'm turning towards where it's coming from.
Make one twitch to run back, and I will skewer you with a bolt faster than you can breathe.
You can make another perception check if you'd like.
Yup. Oh god, that's a 9!
It's a 9. No, you're still not seeing where this thing is. The voice seems to be coming from everyone.
I gave you my warning when I first entered this plane. Surely you were with the mark I seek. I can smell them on you. I am Old Cavan, Raptor Lord of the Unseelie Court.
You calling me stinky?
Roll initiative!
Changelings smell like shea butter. I don't know why.
Okay, that was kind of out of left field, but sure.
You are not my mark, but I have a feeling that they would come to protect you, wouldn't they?
I can handle myself. If you're trying to lure Mal out, they have no motivation to help me.
Should make me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm good at those. I am good at those.
Are you?
22.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Maybe. I have seen that you show little love for the people you travel with, regardless of the love they seem to show you. I'm a hunter of the deep, dark fae, but even for me, that's cold.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you what. What's something you want?
My mommy always told me not to make deals with strangers. Especially not the Fae ones.
your mommy was right. However, you're in a bit more of a desperate state than she ever was.
You think so?
I can take you from here to anywhere you'd like. I can hunt down someone who cannot be found. Think to yourself now, what would be worth handing over your changeling friend to me?
Well, unfortunately for you, I already know where all the people I'm after are. They're sitting fine and pretty back in my house, back in Waterdeep. So, I don't really need what you're offering.
Oh, really? Again,
Yeah.
I come from a Fey court. If you don't think I can smell a conspiracy a mile off, you're thinking way too small with your little family.
Maybe my goals are small, but I don't think they need to be any bigger than just fucking up the people who fucked me up first. Eye for an eye, all that. Surely you understand.
Oh, I understand. Especially when the persons who did it end up being people you don't expect.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I don't know. I haven't looked into your personal family history very much. But I'm
So you're
starting
admitting you
to.
know nothing. Interesting.
You're trying to get my goat morsel.
No, just... You're expecting me to sell out the people I've been traveling with. You're gonna have to do a lot better than that. 'Cause,
Just the shapeshifter? How much do you really know about them anyway?
not much. But I don't go selling out people for nothing. And like I said, Mommy always said not to make a deal with strangers. Their business is none of my business. So whatever beef you have with them, it's none of my concern.
Well, my beef is not really a beef at all. You see, I just marked a prey and that prey got away. I have an honor to uphold. Very simple. But you were ready to do a fair bit of maiming yourself for somebody who said that it wasn't their business what their party members were doing just now. Would it be interesting for you to know that your changeling friend ran several dark, clandestine missions before you met them?
And what?
Robbery.
You're charming?
Thievery, skullduggery of all kinds, even a kidnapping, I hear.
Yeah, I'll have to ask them about that at some point. But they're not here, so...
Excellent, you're very loyal. Especially for someone who says that they don't want any business with the people they're traveling with.
I don't. Snitches get stitches, though.
Well, you
That's
have that
something else
rule
my
here,
mom taught me.
too. That's interesting. We say that in the Feywild all the time.
Yeah. I've also heard a regional variant, liches get stitches, but I mean...
We don't have liches in the Feywild, so
No? You sure?
nothing undead survives there long.
Well, I learned something today. Thank you, random voice in the woods.
Alright then, here's a good question for you.
Oh, good, we're still going with this.
You're out here. You're going to be traveling with my mark for some time. I can't resist a good challenge. Are you up for perhaps a bit of sparring?
With you?
Aye, with me.
What are the chances I actually get to live at the end of it?
You have my word as a Fey Lord, I will not let you die. Permanently.
Trust that?
We'll call it a contract then. Does that make sense for you?
It is tempting. This would be interesting. If nothing else, it would make an interesting story. But I'm not sure how much I can trust you, man. And besides, I've got to save my energy for the bigger fish. The ones that I actually have beef with, you understand.
That's true. Oh, very well then. I'll just continue my hunt for my other prey who happen to wander outside the stage as well. They should be nearby, even though I can't quite see them. No matter.
You're not a very good hunter, are you? They left days ago. They packed up some of their protections and they took off in the other direction. I only stayed behind because I didn't want to get any further from Waterdeep.
Emery, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, good. Dex. I hope that would be persuasion or deception.
5. A bolt, an arrow, actually, about the size of your arm, flies towards you and pierces your foot. You are going to take 10 damage.
Fucking hell.
Mock my prowess again at your peril. That won't be a contract. I'll just be able to kill you. I know they're there. I saw your little tiff this morning before you walked out. I saw them walk after you. Especially the tall, lanky one.
Fuck.
Worried they were about your safety wandering into the bog. Careless of the danger that lay here. I'm hardly the only thing here at all, of course. Nothing could match me here, but match you. Fair enough. I have answered your insult in kind. And now I leave you to do my fair bit of stalking. Let's see who gets back to that village in one piece, shall we?
Why do you want them so bad? What did they even do to you?
That's it. You don't hear anymore.
Hey! I'm pulling the arrow out of my foot.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this. I am limping back to town, I guess.
Absolutely. Okay. If you are making your way back to town, you are going to be mostly unhindered. However, you don't see the other two because they rolled a 24 to hide, which was very good. Now,
do we see Emery though? Do we
you
see that she's coming back?
Clearly, you see Emery limping around. Maldris, unfortunately, because of the way this Fae was announcing himself, more or less, I mean, you heard all of that. You're hiding in a mangrove thicket with a very sopping wet Vernon, looking very unhappy and knowing that he is out there.
Hey. We're going, or at least I'm going to, follow close behind Emery. And, hopefully we make my way back unhindered as well.
Why don't you make a stealth check? Vernon, you're gonna have to make one separately because you're now both walking.
Sure. Vernon is going to make the measured decision to use a disguise and turn himself into the elder from the village.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What'd you roll? Was it a 1?
Oh no!
Bardic inspiration. No, I don't know if I should do
What's your total when you roll in that one?
With stealth?
Yeah. 7? It is not a possibility for him not to see you. Let me open him up here and see what he's really got. He's got a +6 to his perception, I believe. So.
God.
So anyway, and then, then I had this imaginary friend, and we were like super great friends until there was this like drama with this squirrel, and it was like a whole mess.
Truly, you leave a rich inner life.
Right, and that was only like the second year after my parents left. There were like 20 years after that.
The mighty Rathgirther has been alone many times, and never have I needed a friend, but it is good that you chose to get some.
I mean, they came to me. That's how imaginary friends work.
I
They
suppose
you don't
so.
create them. Yeah.
I mean, that makes a certain amount of sense.
Where did everybody go?
I imagine that they were finally consumed by all of these damned mosquitoes.
Just get the like ammonia stuff that everybody else has, and then
No, it smells like pee.
Yeah, that's what makes it. That's like a super. That's like an extra bonus.
That's... Dude, all gnomes enjoy the smell of pee.
No, just forest gnomes.
That's... I am learning so much.
Should we? I don't. Did you see where they went? I did not see where they went. Sparks, did you see where they went?
Bark. Forest.
Where are they
Bark.
going?
He like points in a direction. That thing that pointer dogs do sometimes. Yeah.
Now, Lassie, I hear you say.
So what's everyone's backup characters like?
Yeah, how's everybody doing? Let's say... So, Vernon, you are walking back as the Elder, and you're not experiencing any difficulties. I think Emery, at this point, because you're going so slow, I think Vernon just kind of keeps pace with you anyway. Like, I know it's not the ideal situation you wanted, but now you're bleeding from the foot. And there's, like, swamp water getting in it.
Ugh.
And here comes the village Elder walking next to you.
Oh. Hello.
Hello. Lovely weather we're having.
Not the word I would use. What are you
See,
doing
met
out
with
here?
The Raptor Lord.
You know who that fucker was?
Haven't a clue.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
heard his little promo there. It was kind of strange.
Yeah, I think he's got like a fantasy megaphone or some shit. I don't know how he was doing that. Not
I
gonna lie,
don't know either.
it was pretty cool until he fucking shot me in the foot.
Yes, it was.
Tried to challenge me to a fight. What the hell was that about?
Got me.
So, unfortunately, Maldris is being so unsneaky right now that the both of you also see Maldris. I don't know what happened, Maldris. Maybe you got stuck a little bit on the mandrakes as you were walking through and like your cloak snagged or something. Very unexpectedly, you get wrenched back and you fall into the puddle with a big splash, and the both of them turn around and see you. And it's at this moment, Emery, that you spot an absolutely humongous humanoid figure in the mangrove bushes above. It has a pair of gigantic wings, 4 arms, and the head of an owl. And he glances down immediately towards the spot where the splash happened and looses off a bolt so quickly that you barely see his hands move. And then... Oops. With sneak attack, Maldris takes 24 damage from this bolt.
Jesus!
It's not like they're dead in one hit. That's good news.
Ow.
And we are going to take a break.
Yay! I didn't die yet.
Yeah.
I'm about to. Will Sparks
kill
Vernon?
Will Sparks get the team in time? Will the other two turn around and help their changeling friend? Stay tuned. Folks, it has been over an hour since we started, so we are going to take a very quick break, about 10 minutes or so. You should as well, by the way. Stand up, get some fluids. I'm going to get a little bit of cough medicine because I keep coughing into this microphone. And we will be right back in about 10 minutes or so, maybe even a little less, depending on how we're doing, and we will finish off this episode, and then we will get right to the table talk after that. So don't go anywhere. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Hello. We are here. TBH, yeah. Gotta love it. It's fine. It's not you guys is gonna die. You know what? I'm even gonna make this a little spookier. Hold on, let me do some post effects here. Let me get some. Do we want some greens? Nah, let's get some. Oh, let's isolate some reds up in here. Yes, let's apply that to the game board.
Oh, good.
It's like we're in Sin City.
Fuck yes.
Like art nerd shit. What are these colors?
Ugh.
Yeah, I have no idea. Incidentally, I'm just going by feel here. It's vibes up in this biznetch. All right, everybody. We are now fully in combat. We rolled initiative on the break, so we folks didn't have to worry about that. Yes, absolutely. Dramatic tension and puns is literally my whole DM style. Okay, so those of you who haven't seen him before, here's my old Coven model. Yeah, look at him with his 4 arms. He's got a bow and a spear and wings and a beautiful face.
He's like Goro, but if Goro was a bird.
Yeah.
Goro?
Why is it so blurry? From Mortal Kombat.
Oh, it's a nerd thing.
There he is. Look at how cool he is.
Very cool.
Absolutely he is. Okay. Let's fucking go. First off the draw is old Coven himself. Just double checking here.
Kill Maldris, and then the rest of us are gonna run. Which way is the village from where we are?
So the village is straight off of your nose where your character is facing. If I'm going to show you here, it is this way. If you manage to reach the end of this board, I will say you get away. Okay. That is a distance of 183 feet from you.
Fire Emblem rules.
Where's Scout when I need him?
Right. Just need that thing going on here. There are things that could happen. Who knows? What is old Coven gonna do? He's got his prey where he wants it. I think he is going to use his 90 feet fly speed to go. He's just having some fun, really. Just having fun. Being a guy.
I don't like fun. I don't like fun.
He's gonna go to about there, looks like. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go there. Still nice and high. Once again, he can see Maldris no problem. He's gonna take one of his shots at Maldris. This is a +8 to hit.
Oh my god.
With his bow. That is a 9 + 8 is 17.
That hits.
He no longer has sneak attack, but he does have hunter's mark, so he gets an extra d6 on this. Oops.
DM, I have a question. Even
yes.
If it's not like
9 damage.
Can I use silvery barbs?
You can always use silvery barbs. It's a reaction shot, I believe.
Yes, because currently old Cobb and old Cobb and
old Cobb
is within 60 feet of me.
Is he?
I imagine I could see him.
Absolutely. Yeah. Give me half a second. Where are you? There you are.
Unless my measurement's wrong.
Wow. Yeah, he is. Look at that. So, what does that make me do? That makes you have to roll it again, right?
You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Okay.
Then there's a second part that says that you can choose a different creature you can see within range.
Get his ass!
They get advantage.
Nicely done. You have turned his shot. It misses you. Vernon shoots. What does your silvery barb look like?
I don't know. I guess it's gonna be like.
Is it a little silver crab pincher? Yeah. You just shoot a little tiny bit of a crab at him, and you hit him in the face as he's going to shoot Maldris, just nonchalantly.
Whoa, crabs be upon ye!
Whoa, crabs be upon ye! And yeah, it literally just misses. And who do you want to give advantage to?
Oh, I mean, I think I'd like to give it to a. Well, I don't know if Muldris is within range, so I don't know. If that's
I don't
actually
believe
a
so.
Thing with the thing. So in that case, I'm going to. Oh yeah, just out of range. I'm going to give it to Emery.
Oh boy.
Gotcha.
What do I have now?
You have advantage.
Okay, so just inspiration, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty cool. He's getting annoyed with that and shoot his second shot at Vernon.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Vernon, does a 19 hit you?
A 19? Yes, my AC is 11.
Beautiful. I love it. He does not have a hunter's mark on you, though, so he's only going to do 2d6.
Okay.
You take 7 damage.
Ouchies.
Just massive arrows. Valdris, it's your turn.
Yes. Oh.
You remember, you can think outside the box here, do whatever you're trying to do. No problemo.
Okay. What is my movement again? Oh my god, I wasn't here last time, so I forget how to play. My movement is 30 feet.
60
That's
if you
right.
dash, and you're a rogue, so can't you take that as a bonus action?
You can.
So if you wanted to get further.
But going into stealth is also a bonus action.
Yes,
isn't
but
it?
you could, because you have cunning action, you could use bonus action to dash, and you could use your action to hide.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to
Feel free to move your own character wherever you'd like. If you want to have a measurement on your character, hit the 4. Hit. Yeah, there's like a measurement that you can use with your character.
Oh, whoops! I picked it up
Yeah.
accidentally.
It's okay.
Whoops.
If you hit the M for more key, that's where the measurement tools are. There's a little 4 button. If you hit that, every time you move your character, you'll be able to. It'll give you a little line.
4.
I thought it was a W for Wombo.
Wombo combo. So, for instance, see what I'm doing right now?
Behind. Yeah.
Tailfire, everybody.
So I pick him up and then I.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or do I do it before I pick him up?
I don't know. If you have the 4 key highlighted under measurements, then
It is. Okay, there
Then
we
you're
go.
good.
And then I
Yeah.
want to take. Okay, Can I not do this one?
What's up? You just hit escape out of the movement keys. You don't need the measurement tools anymore, and then you just pick them up and move them wherever you like.
Okay.
See?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yep.
So I want to go. Why?
Up the tree.
Not up the tree. I want to like drive.
Here, 1 second. I'll put you back where you are.
Please. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's okay.
It put me. I wanted to go behind the tree, and it was putting me on top.
Okay,
Like, I
gotcha.
want to like dive into the water, and
Okay.
then go like as far as I can, like behind this tree.
Sure. Yeah, you can make it there, no
I'm
problem.
like,
Roll me a stealth check for yourself.
Last time I did this, I failed horribly. I don't want to do that again. Stealth was +6. Okay, it's a 15.
15? That's not bad. Remember that you rolled a 15. That'll be your entire turn. You moved, you dashed, you bonus actioned, you actioned, you're all good. Vernon. There's a bird man.
Vernon.
The bird man. Right up there. Birdman.
Whoa. That's so
Wow.
He's kind of scary.
cool. He's so cool.
He doesn't have as nice a butt as Mothman does, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shame.
that means he's gonna have to die.
Yeah.
If you have terrible butt, you have to die? Is that
Yeah.
what you're
If,
saying?
Only if you're a monster. That's how my podcast works.
if it doesn't
got
have the
attacked by
cake,
Mothman.
Episode,
yeah.
that's why in the first episode we made sure that Jade
Right.
describe the monster as having a nice ass.
You have to.
So-
If it doesn't have cake, you gotta eviscerate.
Yeah.
I'll keep workshopping that one. I'll keep it's
If it
close.
doesn't have cake, throw it in the lake.
There you
I'm
go.
friends with you.
Or in this case, the swamp. Okay. So I am going to use this opportunity to do what was initially known as chill touch,
Uh-huh.
because I believe I'm in range for that.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna try to do that. It just sends out a great big pincer at him.
Sure. Do you have to roll to hit him, or do you
I think so. It says there's a spell attack thing on there, so I'm gonna say yes, probably.
go for it?
I got a 24.
That actually hits. Bravo.
All right. And then for damage, I got 4 out of 2d8s. That's
Or I'll just mark 4
pinch
damage on the
mine is
model. I
non-existent,
don't care. There you go. He's had 4 damage. Pinch. Okay. Doesn't it do something else to him as well? Does he have to roll for? Or does it take away his reactions or something of the sort?
He's already taken damage.
Yeah.
I thought
so
it like
ta-
prevented people from restoring
From
hit points.
restoring hit
You
points.
can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target.
There's like a
Thank
crab
you.
stuck to his
I am
leg.
your resident rules lawyer.
There you go. Yes, perfect. You also have movement, my friend, if you wish to do so.
Yes. I'm going to lean over to Emery and be like, "Get behind something that you might not stick out," like, and all that kind of stuff. I say that in the Vernon voice, and I imagine she's very confused by this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised it was Vernon the whole time.
Yeah. Ta-da! I am a trickster god. Let's see. How far away is this? That is much too far away. So Vernon is going to try to hide in the reeds directly next to him.
Okay, yeah, got you.
Further away than that, though.
You shoot a pincer at him and then dive into the reeds. Okay, give me
Imagine
a
like that Simpsons gif, just into the reeds.
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a stealth check of your own, my friend.
Okay. That is that's a 19, I think, unless it's not.
That's
counting
not
it on the screen,
bad.
but it says 19 and it says 18
Sure.
on the dice. And I have a
Sure.
+1, so.
That looks good. Hey, listen, I trust you. There's no one here I don't trust.
Why would I lie? I have no reason to.
All right,
It's worked
Emery.
A couple times already.
Okay, yeah.
You've already been shot by this dude. You know how much he hurts.
Yeah, he do hurt, don't he?
Just a little.
Just a little. I mean, my first thought was help Mal, but Mal is now hiding, and I don't know where they went.
That's true. They rolled a stupendous save. Well, it was all right. 15. Something like that.
So, okay, just for I'm trying to see like which way I'm supposed to be facing.
You want to be running in this direction.
Okay.
If you are running.
There's not any cover I can get behind.
There are reeds and like a clump of like
Yeah, but I
moss
was
or
looking for, like
something.
a tree or something that would,
Right.
cut back on that
Yeah.
arrow damage.
It doesn't look like it, but the water is very opaque. Like it's that sort of swampy,
It's
gross.
also fucking stinky swamp water.
It is,
There's
yeah.
gonna be ripples, and this thing has already shown that it's really good at marksmanship. Ugh. Let me check something. If I use my dash, can I get kind of into these trees and kind of duck out of the main?
You can get into the trees. They would provide you cover. You wouldn't be able to hide, but sure.
I mean, my stealth isn't great anyway. I'm just trying to get out of this thing's line of sight. And I also saw, like, Mal kind of ducked off in that direction, so...
Sure. Want to move you over
I
there?
think, I'm gonna use my full 60 feet and just whoop, 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 behind some fucking mangroves.
think
Because I
I
don't
just
know what the
teleported
fuck
you
I'm gonna
into
do
the
against
trees.
this thing. It's a big fucking
Sure.
bird, man. I get
true.
to get the cover is a reasonable thing.
Right. All right. Tim, you and Rathgurther will arrive if you roll a 20 this turn.
Okay. Let's roll a 20 then.
This is your moment.
It's a 7. That's
I mean, that
basically
was
20.
that was close. It was real
That's
close.
like 13 away.
I just let you have that, to be honest.
I mean, if you round up.
Yeah.
That's totally how math works.
Yeah.
Yep.
I took calculus.
That's right. Back to my Birdman. It's my favorite, my Birdman.
Your favorite?
Yeah, I love he.
No.
I love he. You know, people can start calling Mal their favorite too.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Hashtag Mal favorite.
Oh my god.
So yeah, he's gonna be like, well, fuck. And he's gonna the two for him trying to figure out where you guys are.
Piece of shit.
So good. Okay, he's just going to kind of fly in the direction that he saw people running. He's gonna swoop this direction, and he's gonna stay there, and he's gonna ready in action. Aldris.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. Wait, yeah, he's super far away from me.
He's right. He's 40 some feet. Yeah.
But does the air count for more?
No. When in terms of judging the distance between two characters, it's always to their base.
Okay.
Unless it gets to a weird situation where you're like shooting down an elevator shaft at somebody or something, you know?
Okay, so
There's no trigonometry in D&D.
shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to go over here
Yeah.
into this, and then because he still doesn't see me, right? Because I'm still stealthed.
You're gonna have to make another check. You see if he doesn't see you while you're moving around.
Oh fuck. Okay. It is a 12. So it's better than before. So it's a 12 plus 6.
Oh, that's good.
So it's an 18. So he still doesn't see me.
When you are moving on his turn, his passive perception is 15. So if you beat that, then he doesn't see you while you're moving.
I got the 16.
Okay.
Or the 18, sorry.
Yeah, you're 18.
18. Okay. So, now when I attack him, I'll get advantage, right?
Oh,
You
you're
will.
attacking him.
Mm-hmm. Normally there are
Am I not gonna
consequences
attack him?
for attacking a Fey Lord, but
Well, he's trying to kill me, so my theory is to maybe try to kill him first.
that is true.
Oh fuck, do I? Don't know.
It's
Fuck, I can't
happening.
remember. Yeah, no, I'll shoot him. Because if anything else, I'll draw his attention away from the other two and they can escape.
Yeah, but we're worried about you. Ah!
I think I'm pretty fucked, to be honest.
Oh yeah, but you can be fucked later. Back in the village, where we're gonna be stuck there alive though.
They are all a bunch of like free love hippies, so
That is true.
Okay, well, I guess I'll use my bonus action to dash again. I still keep my same perception roll, right?
Yes, in this particular instance you will.
Because it's all in the same turn.
Yes.
Okay, so then I'll go. Whoops.
That's fine. You didn't use your whole 30 the last time to get into those reads, so
oh
you get
yeah, I
into
went
these
to
reads.
like 27.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah, so I'm.
Cool. Yeah, you're in there. You're good. Sure. Why not? I'm cool with that. So you run.
Yeah.
Also, by now, Randy's like, hey, there's a big bird man.
Oh, thanks, Brandy.
Yeah, thanks, Randy.
He's scary. He needs
Thanks,
to,
Randy.
he needs to chill out. I thought Fae people were all calm.
right now?
Vernon.
Obviously. Don't you have fucking eyes?
You folks are like
Still
halfway across the map. You're doing good. I'm very pleased.
Okay. So, I think that what I would like Vernon to do is to use a spell that I have just learned called Mirror Image,
Oh.
which will cause a whole flurry of Vernons to come running out from the reeds and run in all sorts of different directions. He's going to run in a spiral formation
Dope.
to really throw him off.
Good stuff. I believe mirror image means every time I try to hit you, if I don't roll a certain amount, then it just hits your clone. Is that right?
Yes. So 3 illusory duplicates of yourself appear in the space until the spell ends. The duplicates move with you and mimic your action shifting position, so it's impossible to detect. Blah 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 blah. Each time you're targeted with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates. So I think that's I have to roll.
Oh, nice.
And I have 3 duplicates. I must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate.
That seems pretty good.
Yes.
3 or higher is very good.
I think so anyway. Okay, so we're going to cast that. Did I already get the thing? Yes, I did. Okay, so he's going to then run over 30 feet.
Run!
Run! Actually, you know what? I'm going to dash. I'm going to dash over to these reeds right over here. If that's doable. I don't know if that's possible.
60? Yeah, if you're dashing, yeah.
Action. Okay.
Oh yeah, it would be an action. It would be your action to do that. Was the cast an action or a bonus action?
I think it's an action.
If it's an action, unfortunately, then you won't be able to dash.
Yeah.
But you have cover of literally extra U's.
3 people, yeah. So,
yeah.
Okay. So then Vernon is just going to run.
So the bunch of you watch 3 versions of Vernon erupt from the bunch of reeds.
Or would they all be the old lady still? Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys?
Oh no, he's still old lady.
The 3 old ladies come bursting out of these reeds and be like, oh no!
Strategy,
Birdman! Help! Emery.
Yep. Having a normal one, lads. Yeah, I'm just seeing my party scatter. I don't know what the hell is going on. There's Birdman. Some might call it the coward's way out. This is an archfey. I have other things to do before I die. Where am I?
You're in the mangroves.
Yep. Can I get to like this one over here?
Yeah, I mean there are reeds, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Can I do like a baseball slide?
Yes, you can do a baseball slide. We'll get you behind there. Here you go. Here, let me get you for it. Yeah, we'll put you over here. How's that sound?
Okay.
Not amazing, but it'll do you. I mean, I think I'm being pretty generous by making this not difficult terrain for you guys right now.
No, yeah, that was gonna be my first thought.
You having to dash just to do 30 feet? Ah, joyous. Later, though. Later. I think adrenaline is taking over, is my point. Tim, today, if you roll an 18 and up, you and Rathgurther will enter.
Oh, so it's not like a total of 20 sort of situation?
Nope.
Cool. So you said an 8 would get it, right? An 8?
8? It's part of it.
8.
I mean, if we're playing by French rules, it's extremely part of it.
Yeah, it's like it's just 1 away.
Right, it's too sweet.
That's pretty damn close.
Yeah. Right? Very close.
I'm sure I'll get there to find their corpses.
Yeah, it'll be great. They'll get to the village and then Tim will be like, okay, Rathgurther, we're ready to go now, right? And Rathgurther will be like, yes, I just had to apply the balm and looking thoroughly unhappy.
Good luck, guys.
Still Calvin's turn. bunch of things just happened. Okay, first of all, let's see if he notices the person he wanted to notice. Still no. He rolled a 14,
Oh
which
my
is
god.
just below the 15 he needed to see you. Or the 16, actually, is what you rolled, I think, right?
No, it was 18. It was 12.
It was 18? Oh, well, then he was even further from it. So, congratulations. However,
yeah,
he very clearly sees the other two. He goes, fine. And he's going to shoot one at Vernon.
I'm sorry.
That would be 16 plus 8 is 24, I believe, would hit Vernon.
Yeah. Assuming that I did roll higher than a 3, which I rolled a 3.
So that's good. It hits one of your clones then?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens if
It's 3 and higher, it hits a clone and the clone dies. So it doesn't even do the damage I wanted to do. Ooh.
Just cloud of steam.
And then to hit Emery, you currently have +2 to your AC from the tree you're hiding behind.
Oh boy.
Well, it only rolled a friggin' 12, so.
Ha! That wouldn't have hit me normally. Fuck you.
Pew, pew. Gotcha. And then it's going to just kind of stay flopping there because it knows Maldris is here somewhere. Speaking of Maldris, it's your turn.
Where did I leave Maldris?
Could I real quick have a free action of being a cocky bastard who's gonna taunt this thing?
Are you gonna taunt it, really?
Nice shot, asshole! I have
Fucking
more HP.
as the fucking
can't
arrow is
die.
embedded in the front of the thing with you, yeah. You're pushing it. Gotcha, I'm down. Okay, alright. I'll remember this.
You're welcome, Mel.
Mm.
Listen, I can't die, just heal me after it's gone.
Guys, my wife brought me a pickle, and the green screen tech is making it not show up a little bit.
Secret pickle. Everyone screen cap it and use it for weird shit later.
Everyone get ready to clip this. My wife gave me the secret pickle. It's...
Okay, which direction are we going? This way?
That is correct.
Or this way? This way up here?
No. Sorry. Yeah, I had a mouthful of pickle. 1 second.
What is with you?
Listen, I'm hungry.
Weirdest
Okay.
shit I've ever heard.
This way.
right?
That's right. Yeah,
This way.
pickle DM. Yes, it's that way. Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Zoe, don't look at me like that. The internet requires me to make certain jokes. Okay, I need to.
We are all chronically online here.
I'm going to go this way as far as I can, which I guess is like right here.
Mm-hmm. Here, if it was 60, then that was it. Where are you? There you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Now are you gonna make me do another
Yes.
stealth
You
roll?
are gonna have to make a stealth check. It's a good thing you're a rogue, huh?
Can I say I was distracting it and maybe it's disadvantage?
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, advantage for me or disadvantage for them?
Oh, well, I guess it's passive perception for him.
So am I rolling with
You gotta beat a 15.
with advantage or without?
Not with advantage.
Oh, come on.
It is a 15 plus 6.
Let's
Bravo!
go!
Nicely done.
Someone's rolling good.
Oh.
Like Mal is
My
like sopping
God.
wet, but you're literally like just swimming under the water. Bravo.
You just pass an alligator and just like sup and just keep swimming.
Yeah. Okay, Vernon. You are 3 women in a Vernon coat, or the other way around. You're 3 Vernons in a woman coat. I don't know how to feel about that sentence. Let me know. Let me
Something like
workshop
that.
that for later.
He's a 1 Vernon in a 3-woman coat.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Bingo.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to continue to meander my way like over this way. I think I'm just gonna dive under these reeds.
Sure. I mean, your 60 could probably get you the other side of that tree if you really wanted to.
That's a good point. Yeah. I
If
think
you're
I'll go
just
for that.
dashing, yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
absolutely gets you that far.
Okay,
Run
so it's like
away.
right
Drop 'em.
here, right?
There you go, perfect. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
dive behind some mangroves here. Yeah, Emery? The jungle's getting
Running.
thicker now. Yeah, absolutely.
Running. Just as far as my fucked up little legs will take me. Just duck back in here, I guess.
Yep, go for it.
Just, I don't know where any of my friends went. I'm just like, fuck, running, bye.
All right, Tim. This time it's
Yeah.
a 16.
Rolled a 13.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
You know,
close.
That, like, statistically speaking,
Statistically speaking, yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
Fine.
I'm not upset.
Right. Well, Covin's gonna fly over here because he's thinking he's gonna lose his target sometime soon. He's gonna fly his 90. There you are. He sees Vernon. He's gonna take a shot. He also sees Emery, and he has a much better view of her now. But he's gonna take a pot shot at Bull. Oh, wait a second. First of all, he's gonna obviously look for Malders. Malders, what did you roll for yourself again? It was 15 plus your 6, was it?
6.
So 21.
Yeah, so 21.
Yeah.
These
You
dice
were-
ain't for this time.
You're extremely lucky. He rolled a 13 plus 6. He's rolling real bad. So yes, he's absolutely going to take a shot at Vernon and take a shot at Emery instead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Vernon's shot is 9 plus 8, so I think that hits you unless you roll above a 3.
I rolled a 4 actually. That's why I was saying like these
Nice.
dice hate me, but like just
Your
enough.
your second mirror goes down. I believe you have what, one more? Right? It's 3 illusory
There's
images.
One more left.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the one that's going to hit Emery, you get, because he can see you much better, you only get a +1 to your AC for this one.
Okay.
He rolls a 17.
Yeah, my AC's a 15 with cover.
You are going to take 7 damage as a gigantic arrow passes through you and hits your shoulder or something.
I'm at 16 out of 33.
That's not good.
Maldris,
Below half.
you are directly underneath this guy. And like you're having flashbacks at this point to the forest as you were like running away from him in the first place and his beasts.
Yeah.
Just like he used to hide. This is the first time you've actually properly seen him because you lived in the dark, in the dark part of the forest. So like, you saw his eyes before. His red hooty eyes.
I don't like the sound of that. Oh, wait.
This is my version of Hootie from the Owl House.
Woohoo, motherfuckers!
I'm gonna hunt you down, Hoot Hoot.
I'm gonna run. Oh, can I get? Oh, I can get like over here. I don't know where she is though. Fuck. I'm going this way, right? I keep forgetting. I keep moving my camera and then getting turned around. Of which
Yes,
direction
you are.
I'm going.
You are
I'm like,
absolutely
fuck,
going that way. Yeah.
this way. Okay.
Yeah.
In
There's
that
some
case,
reeds and
I
bushes and shit.
will-
So yeah.
Yeah.
All
Try
right,
to
go for
get
it.
Here if I can.
Yep. I mean, you can.
Not
That's.
the button I wanted to press.
Mm-hmm. All right. Once again, you got to roll yourself a stealth check. You were right there. I'll put you in the range.
Okay, thank you.
You got to roll a stealth check. You got to get above a 15.
Okay. Okay. Oh no. Oh wait, hold on. That is a nat 20.
Let's go!
You are a
Maldus is
goddamn
fucking
ghost.
invisible.
Yeah. You'd have to roll a 20 just to actually see you next turn. All right, Vernon.
That makes up for the nat 1 earlier, but I'm still mad
Sure.
at that.
There's just one remaining image of you. So there's an old lady and her illusory clone running through the forest, picking up her skirts
that
and
sounds right.
running through the.
Let's see. So, where am I? I am here.
Yeah,
That
you are
is
right
much
there.
too far away for what I wanted to do.
You could
I was going
go
to
this
cast
way.
Healing Word, but I'm too far away. So, but yes, Vernon.
Good dash there for
and his
sure. Should you want to?
Will dash there. Yes, absolutely.
Dope.
And just hide in the reeds.
That is some cover at the very least. Emery.
Yeah, I mean, freaking Mal is like so hidden. I have no fucking idea where they are, do I?
Nope.
They are.
I
Yep,
couldn't
I'm
see
just,
them because of the color filter.
I'm just, yeah, running back to the village as far as I can get.
There you go.
Just see you later, fucko. Oh, I ended up dropping myself too far away. Oh.
Yeah.
And then you bump into.
Pay no attention to the other two.
Yeah,
They're not actually
does
there
she
yet.
pass Tim and Sparks and Rathgirther?
Not just yet. You're technically not here yet. I just put you there so I didn't drown you in the ocean. It felt bad. Speaking of, though, Tim Tam, 14. 14 and higher. It'd be really funny if you got in right now. What'd you get?
15.
Let's go!
Yeah! Tim, you arrive as fast as you can, urging Rathgirther to be faster with Barks with you. And you see Emery sprinting towards you.
Oh,
Covered in
hi,
muck and...
Where's everybody else?
Bird! I don't know. I
Bird.
lost track of them. Just fucking. This is not where we want to be.
Are you frightened of a bird?
Yeah, let's go figure out what's going on.
Absolutely not. Yeah, we'll figure out what's going on when we get back to the village. Run!
Where's everybody else?
Truly,
I don't
Emery.
know.
Yeah, can I go see what's going on?
You can make a perception check from right here if you'd like.
I would like to go forward a little bit.
Sure, however farther you'd like to go.
What is I'm 30.
You're 30, yeah.
I believe. Yes, so that's right there. Let's go. Bloop. And Sparks, I can't move. Oh, yes, I can move Sparks. There he goes.
Yeah, he's your buddy.
Okay, perception check. Not very good. Oh, and that's a 1.
It's a 1. No, you can't see nothing. You see a bunch of mangrove trees and shit. Yeah. Yeah, you just see a bunch of frogs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's... Can Sparks make his own perception check, perhaps?
Yeah, on Sparks' turn. We'll say it's Sparks' turn now. He can make his own perception check.
He gets, I think, plus 2 times my proficiency bonus, which is 3. So he gets a plus 6.
Nice.
So, 14.
14. Yeah, he looks up into the sky and the mangrove trees that you just can't see past because you're so little. And he goes, bark, bark, danger, bark, bark.
I didn't program that in, but that sounds bad. Okay, Sparks, go find the others.
He
Send
can.
him off
Yeah.
to go do that.
He's already taken his 30 movement, so you can, if you want to, you can move him. You can dash him a 30 out into the swamp.
It's what Tim would do, but I'm afraid.
Uh-huh.
That's the whole theme of this episode, baby.
I know. Yeah, let's just send him 30 feet out that way. There we go. Oh, I'm afraid.
And Rathgirther is just standing here watching you sprint towards her. Like, really, Emery? Birds now? I thought you were made of sterner stuff.
Fucking Fey birds. Just can't. If you want to die, stay behind.
Do they caw differently in the Feywild? Where are you going? And that's what she's gonna do. Meanwhile, Okavan decides to swoop further this way. On top of the trees. At this point, Tim, you can fully see the big giant Fey monstrosity. He's having a real hard. What?
Oh,
What?
she's just yelling at him as soon as she sees him.
Oh, okay. I thought you were mad at me. I was like, what? He is a monstrosity.
That's not very nice, Jay.
Be nice to the
He has
Fey Lord.
feelings too.
Yeah, he's a lord. Show him deference. Honestly, I don't think he could actually even see Vernon from here. So I think that's not the case. I'm gonna roll to see. This is the roll. If I roll a crit, he can actually see Maldris. But I have to roll a crit is the problem.
He's gonna use those dice that crit all the time.
Roll a 6. Got no friggin' clue. He's getting frustrated.
Vernon's gonna use his disguise to turn himself into a bunch of reeds.
You do that?
Fine then. Plenty of time to hunt other game.
And he's going to loose a shot off at Tim and Emery. Emery's made him mad at this point. We're gonna do one at Emery first. Emery, does a 16 hit you?
Do I have cover?
You have +2 to cover right now.
Then that's exactly what my AC is.
Meets beats, so he does hit you.
I am below half. Well below half, no matter what you. I was
can I
technically below half, and I
use
forgot to mention
another-
it.
Sorry?
Can I don't know if I'm within range. Can I do the silvery barbs again?
Sure. Give me a second. Where are you? There's Vernon. Hiya. You are 90 feet away. You cannot.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Emery, you take 7 damage.
Okay. I'm
And
9.
him, he's gonna shoot you. Does a 15 hit you?
That's my AC. Meets beats.
You are in front of a bush, though. Hold on, where are you? No, you're not. You're out in the open. Sorry, I was looking at Sparks. Okay, so he also hit you.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm good.
9 damage. Yeah.
Ow!
It's a huge bolt. It's actually almost the size of your torso, now that I think about it.
Hey! That's just mean.
Maldris,
Yeah.
your turn.
Where because we're hiding, I keep losing track. Okay, I'm over here. And this is Tim.
You can exit the board this turn.
Do I know where Sparks and Tim is? Because Tim's yelling.
You can hear Tim shouting. She's like just off to your side. You know that she could also make it this turn if she wanted to.
But she doesn't. Well, I don't know that.
You know from location. You can turn around. You're not far from the village
I know
here.
where she is, but I don't know what she's doing.
That's right. It's up to you. Freedom is very close.
Yes. But fuck that.
If you head through that dense mango thing, it will be difficult terrain. Yeah, I can't. Listen, I can let you guys wade through a swamp, but
Go. Just go.
But Maldris wouldn't.
whatever you folks feel like doing.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
Towards Sparks.
Are you going to also be making a hide?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll it. A lot of unfortunate. This is what my character would do in this instance today, and I like it.
This is the whole episode. It's what my character would do, and I hate it.
It's a 9 plus 6, so 15.
15 is exactly what he needs to see you. In this case, his passive perception beats you, and he is going to take a legendary action to shoot you.
No, I forbid it.
You forbid it? Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, Tim says no.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
He rolled an 18 to hit you, plus 8.
I'm pretty sure that hit. Yeah.
And he is going to have his hunter's mark, so he rolls 3d6.
Oh god.
That is 8 damage.
In total?
In total.
How many HP do you have left?
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm worried.
All right, Vernon. Unfortunately, Vernon is blissfully unaware of all of this happening. You are deep in the reeds, hiding.
Yes.
All you know is that everyone said to run. It's up to you whether you want to change that, but right now Vernon has no idea that Maldris has decided to book back.
Can I do a perception check to kind of see where he is and maybe try to like gauge what's happened in the last few seconds?
Yeah, you can roll me a perception check.
That's a 15.
15 is not bad. Let me...
Well, I rolled the 15 the last time.
That's
So
not
wouldn't
really
you
what
be able
he's...
to-
That's not really what he's... Vernon, as you are preparing to leave the area, you notice, because the guy is flying, that his head snaps around and he shoots a shot down into the mangroves below him. That's about all you know. You have no idea if it hit. He's been firing shots this whole time. You have no idea if it hit.
Okay.
You didn't hear anything else.
Ah, shit. Okay. Given that I have no other information, and given that our motivation is to get out of here, I think that Vernon would probably leave. But before I go, I'm wondering if I can set up a trap.
What would you like to do?
I'm thinking I'll rig up my crossbow using some of the reeds or seaweed nearby and put one of my holy crab grenades on it and try to launch it at him as I'm making my escape.
I mean, you could. That would definitely take your whole turn to set up a device like that. You could just shoot an Eldritch Blast at him, if that's what you want. You are within... Yeah, you're within the 120 feet you need to do. You can shoot him with an Eldritch Blast on your way out, if you would like.
I think I would like to do that.
Go ahead and give him a shot.
Middle fingers and a crab grenade.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
A 9, unfortunately, does not hit him. It goes wide. You have your movement.
Will at least take his attention away.
And Vernon, yeah.
Runs off screen.
35 is close enough. You run off screen. Into the drink.
Into the ocean.
Oh, wait, I'm a crab. This is perfect sense for me.
Perfect. Emery, you are in the middle of sprinting and getting excoriated by Rathgorther. You did hear Tim squawk behind you as she gets sniped.
I'm below half. Do we need to do something about that?
I don't know. It's up to you. Oh, that's right.
Me.
I forgot.
Hello?
I forgot. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Patent pending is not up to me. Ugh. What's the save? Wisdom?
Yeah.
+0. It's a 7.
It's a 7?
It's a 7.
Rathgurther takes a step back as she thinks that her excoriations have pushed you over the edge. Like, I didn't mean it. Birds can be scary. You realize that you have gone negative, and the big suck has activated.
Right, hang on. I have a thing for this. I get to actually use now. Horrifying, frankly. Forgot the hotkey though. Death Blender, let's go.
All right, now I'm gonna need you to make another wisdom saving throw because you were only surrounded by allies.
Oh no, I hate this game. 10?
10 is not good enough.
I have inspiration.
You can use that inspiration.
Like to not attack my allies, please. 17.
17 will do it. You do not attack your allies. What do you wish to do with your soul hole?
Yeah. remember what it does. Oh, God. I mean, my first thought is run over there, parkour up a tree, and just unleash hell on a birdman, but I'm not close enough for that.
Right.
Channel the abyss, Talon.
Oh, God, right?
You-
Do the big suck.
It is up to you. You know he responds to taunts.
Can I even talk right now?
It's up to you. You can walk into the middle of the swamp and scream at him.
I'm trying to find. Here it is. I'm reading the whole thing. I am hasted. That means like double my movement, right?
That's right.
How far away is he from me? Could I do a cool run up a tree and attack the famous?
You could try. I need you to make me an athletics check.
Okay, can I say it's acrobatics because I'm better at those?
You could say it's acrobatics.
Okay, and
that's in the normal rules. I'm not even pushing stuff with that one.
And this would just be my short sword attack?
Yeah.
All right. Unleash hell. Oh, come the fuck on. 10.
10? Unfortunately, that does not hit him. Go for it.
What does Flame Blade do? I have that, but I think that's is that I can use
that's
actions.
A spell. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't mean that's not what I meant to roll. But that is an 18, and it was just plus 5, so it would actually be dirty 20 if that had been my short sword.
If that's what you want to keep.
Yep. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. That's a hit.
A 20 just hits.
We're fucked, gang.
Fuck you.
I mean, he's not really wearing a whole lot of armor, you know? He only gets a 20.
Fuck you. Fuck you, genuinely.
What's the damage you do?
7.
7? Okay. That adds on to the 4 from earlier.
Yep. I've lost track of how many attacks I get, because I get like a second attack with my main hand now, right?
You do? Yep.
Okay.
So you would get, because you're hasted, I believe you get 2 actions. So if you want to spend them both on attacks, that's 4 attacks.
Okay.
And then you still have your bonus action.
I do still have my bonus action. Wait, I thought my bonus action was use my other short sword to attack.
You can, yes.
Okay. I also have action surge.
Yeah, so you could use your bonus action to action surge instead and get 2 more attacks. So you can get 6 attacks if you want. You've already done 2.
Action surge isn't a bonus thing, is it? It's just it's a special thing. It's
is it? Then
yeah.
Absolutely, you would get 7 attacks then.
7 more or 7 total?
7 total, which you've already used 2, so you get 5 more.
I've definitely used 8 in the past when I was at a lower level.
Did you?
Yes.
I don't know why.
Because I'm a dual wielder, so I get 2 attacks. Like I have an attack and a bonus attack.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm hasted, so that doubles the amount of attacks I have.
Sure.
And then I'm using action surge, which is I get to take all of my attacks again.
Yes. I may have made a mistake in the past then. Your bonus action should still only be 1, regardless if you're hasted or not. Because you're using a specific bonus action called offhand attack.
Okay. Well, then we did a fucky wucky, I guess, at some point in the past.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm doing all of those right now.
Yeah. Roll me 5 more. Roll me 5 more attacks.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, the first one is a 19.
That does not hit.
Second one is 15. Third one is even worse, 15 again. Dirty 20.
That hits.
8 damage. How many
8
is
more
that
damage.
now?
I believe that's 4.
Okay, 1 more. No big money, no whammies. That's a whammy. The result didn't even come up. Okay, thanks.
That's fun.
That's a 17. I'm just death blendering in this fucking dude's face. I'm like running up at him and just
animes up a tree and then is like slashing him in the air as she's falling back down. Yeah, absolutely. The big rage suck is happening.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Tim. You've been shot. You see the danger. You see your dog.
Tim is angry.
Oh.
This bird person just came out of nowhere and just shot her. She's pissed.
Ah.
So she is I'm going to try to not peek my mic here. She's just going to point at him and scream, "Go away!"
Okay.
And she's going to cast Vortex Warp.
Oh, shit! What the hell does that do?
A Constitution saving throw. I don't know what kind of con score Archfays have.
He has a +2, but I rolled a 19, so that's 21.
Fuck off!
I'm so sorry.
So nothing happens. But she yells it really mad.
Yeah, real mad at him.
Fucking fuck. Well,
under leveled for this fight. We should have
yeah,
fucking run.
I
now
don't
it's
know
a thing.
Alright, so who are we missing? Just Emery, right? Everybody else is out.
Well, Maldris isn't out yet. Rethgurther is still in. You're still in. Sparks is still in. Which reminds me, I'm gonna make you fine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Does Sparks see Maldris?
Yes, Sparks would see Maldris because Maldris is sort of out in the open, more or less. For Sparks, anyway.
I think that because I told Sparks to like find them, I think that continues, and so he will. I can't read what that says. 27. Okay,
yeah.
So he's gonna go over there to Maldris to be
Gotcha.
like, hey, and like gently tug on their like cloak to be like, come on, the way the dogs do.
Yeah.
And Tim's just gonna stay where she is, I think.
Gotcha.
Maybe move up just a little bit, just to.
Okay.
Because maybe she just wasn't close enough when she cast her spell.
Yeah. Okay. Rethgurther is going to be like, oh, well, I guess we're fighting then. And then she's going to move up 30 feet and then give Bardic Inspiration to Emery.
Yay.
Yeah, because she can't even see anything. It is Ulkavan's turn. And aside from the annoying person slashing him in the face right now, which is unexpected, he's fending off Emery's attacks with his big spear, and his head rotates 180 degrees, just snaps around and looks down at Maldris and goes, ah.
There you are at last.
And he's going to take both of his shots at Maldris.
Oh no!
Actually, one of those has disadvantage.
Oh, you're right.
Because Sparks can deflect it.
With disadvantage, the first shot misses.
Okay.
As Sparks leaps up and like kicks the arrow aside with his like,
yeah.
how dogs sometimes flip over and like kick stuff. But the second strike is a 22 to hit.
I think you're muted.
Yep, that hits.
You take 8 more damage. How you doing, Maldris?
Down. I'm down.
No.
Sparks.
It's fine. Sparks can carry you out and I can heal you. It's gonna be
Sparks has deflected things. Ulkavan is deflecting with 2 of his arms, and he whips around, he takes a couple of shots, and Maldris goes down into the swamp with his final shot. And that's unfortunate. We're going to have to stop it for this month.
What?
Because it is 4:30 and we have to get to our table talk.
That is most unfortunate.
That is insanely unfortunate. Hey,
Anarchy!
Emery, you don't happen to have a con at the end of this month, do you?
No.
Excellent.
Thankfully.
Yes.
I hate this
Yes.
Vernon comes back and sacrifices himself for the entire group.
I was hoping someone would go down as a cliffhanger. That's amazing. I'm very
It'll be
pleased.
fine.
Close
Sparks,
to being out.
Sparks will bring you over. Tim can heal. It's gonna be fine.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be
Um,
fine.
Okay.
Malchus goes down. They're gonna reach out to like for Sparks's nose to try to like push him back towards to Tim.
No.
Right. I think also like this is a small side note, but I bet you Randy would be like, "Don't worry, I got it," and he like got in the way of the bolt, but if obviously it passes right through him, and he goes, "Ah, oh, dang it." Okay, so we are going to set up for the table talk. We're not. I don't probably need that much time. I just need to stretch for a quick second here. So join us in like another 5-ish minutes. Nothing too major. I'm just gonna keep the game song on. Although I'm gonna give you guys a nicer song though. I'm gonna give you like a. Give me a second here. Let's see here. Let's do how about this? I like Croc and Cass. It's nice. Yeah, it'll be okay. You'll hear soothing marsh sounds. Give us about 5 minutes. We'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. You will not believe the conversation we were just having at break. It involved hands. We are back for the couch.
That makes it sound, well, it doesn't. There's not much worse it can actually get, but
Right,
We were talking
exactly.
about the end of Apollo 18 or whatever it is by They Might Be Giants. You know the song Fingertips?
okay. But have you heard of sexual palm reading though?
You know, we're gonna circle back around to that. Welcome to our couch co-op session, folks. This is where we do our table talk together on a couch. As you can see, we have a lovely couch here. This is where we answer all of your burning questions that you must have about us and our game and past episodes and this episode. And I often get a lot of, "Hey, Jay, what the fuck? What the absolute?" You know, what about that? Exactly. So I get a lot of those. Any of those questions, don't worry. I will answer each and every one of them individually. Basically, you will ask the question, and I will try my best to get to every one of them and put them up on the screen. It is easier for me if you put the word question before your question. I would appreciate that. Thank you. It makes it easier to find. But yes, while we wait for some questions to stream in, party members, do you have any questions for myself or for each other?
What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
That's a question. What's fucking?
Yeah, is it good? Yeah.
I don't really have a question. I just have like something I realized on the break. Well, my inexperience at D&D is showing because like I was just gonna fight him, and then I'm like, oh no, he's gonna hit me, like he's gonna kill me in 3 shots. I'm glad you guys convinced me not to, because like I was just gonna be like, oh, it's a thing for us to fight. We're gonna fight it.
Right.
It's time to fight the Archfey, literal Archfey.
Yeah, I didn't realize how scary it was gonna be.
I mean, if really anything else, this is just karma because I killed one of my player characters in my home game with an Archfey once, but
True.
that was a long time ago, and you guys didn't even know about. Well, Jay knew about that because he reads the transcripts, but.
Legally, if you're watching, your transcripts are great. Yeah. So the first question was to me as a what the fuck, and the answer is I don't know.
Jinx, what is your backup character?
Yeah.
Well, it was Naomi.
Oh,
But now
she would have been great.
Listen, just give her an evil twin named Shnaomi.
That's
Naomi.
Yeah,
and Zoe will let you play Cora, and Cora will just come in from off screen with a steel chair and beat the fuck out of this Archfey. Yeah,
God,
it'll be great.
love to fucking see that. 2 warlocks in the party. Let's go.
One of them a himbo, one of them a woman who will fuck you up.
Yeah, oh good. That would be so good for Vernon because now there's 2 women who want to kill him.
Real
What can I
answer
say? I have
though.
my ways.
Somebody who beats people up with a stick, like Deckard Cain in Heroes of the Storm. He just
Amazing.
goes around meleeing people.
Be great.
Probably like a caster, but also somebody who can like smack somebody with a stick if he needs to, like a staff. We're gonna bust somebody on the head.
It'd be fun. Just like somebody, yeah, like a druid or a wizard or somebody who just doesn't normally, like has a staff but doesn't normally use it for fighting, but can absolutely bonk someone with it. Yeah, absolutely. That's fun.
Oh man, yeah.
We'll just make you. We'll make you a druid or a wizard. Yeah, exactly. It'd be perfectly fine. Oh, we got a question. Strawberry ice cream on YouTube asks, I don't know if this will work. It does. I don't know how D&D works, but what happens when someone's character dies? Do they get another one? That is absolutely up to the campaign that is being run. Some people like to play like marathon campaigns where they, as people drop out, they just kind of, that's it, and slowly the party dwindles, which has its own appeal, but I don't often do that sort of thing for anything but one-shots, because it's fun in a one-shot where you're playing for like 4 hours and that's the whole game. So yeah, if anyone on the cast here's character dies, they'll get another one. We'll figure out a way to work them into the story somehow, and that'll be that. So that's the way it happens. You know,
I'm not dead yet.
No, you're just down. You're just unconscious.
Now we have a
Was
bird
I supposed
man
to do any
contender.
saving throws yet?
Not yet.
Or that's next.
It's next turn. The fun part is that you're lying down in a pool of water, which is great for me.
I'm gonna drown.
Sparks will save her. Sparks, he's a strong boy.
What if Sparks gets shot next? How much health does Sparks has?
Like 33, he's fine.
33. You know, if I crit, I can beat that.
It'll be fine. You just have to keep saying it. It'll be fine.
It will
Question.
be fine. There is no other option.
Mystic 497 on YouTube. Does Emery's pull your soul out your body only work on devils, or does it work on things like Archfey, for example? That's something you'll all have to find out.
It also, less soul ripping out of body, more just slurping them up like a spaghetti noodle did also work on the Zambos. But those
It
are
did.
two different things, and the Zambos.
Yeah, you didn't really suck their souls out. You kind of
just slurped them in there.
Slurped the whole body. Yeah,
They're in there somewhere.
they're jangling
Still
around.
don't
She
know
can
where
feel
it
them.
goes.
One of
We
these
need to,
days, you're
get it
gonna
we
spit
need
back
to get
out
it to,
a bunch of zombies.
suck up a like an air tag and see where it goes.
That's right.
Fantasy air tag.
From YouTube again. Essay question. How did you do the Archfey voice?
Oh, you see, I'm actually an Archfey. Surprise.
Get bent.
I have a voice changer, and I just so happen to be able to put on a soft Scottish brogue whenever I need to.
That's weird. I always thought that when you were doing like Sparks' voice, you were just a really talented voice actor.
Yeah, that was just I was working on what was it? My voice fry, my vocal fry.
Yeah, your vocal
Work
Yeah.
on your vocal fry, Jay.
Yeah.
It turns out Jay sucks.
Yeah, bark. Bark.
Bark, bark,
Bark.
bark.
For context, we played D&D yesterday too, but with our second kind of campaign group. And while we were waiting for everyone to show up, we started reading off dumb YouTube comments we've gotten. And I got one in the
Yes.
past that was literally just work on your vocal fry. And I'm like, here's an idea. Fuck you, perhaps.
Yeah, if you're ever
considered
wondering.
that?
Now, obviously, anyone who's in our live chat right now probably isn't this sort of person, so this isn't for you. But in case you're ever wondering, should I leave a weirdly critical YouTube comment to somebody who has no rightful reason to listen to me? Probably not. The answer is probably not. So just don't do it, because you're just going to look like a dummy.
Fun of you in the group
Yeah.
chat.
Oh, absolutely.
We spend our getting ready hour, our
actually
getting ready
getting-
minutes while we're waiting for everyone to show up,
Again.
just being like, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
look at this dumb comment I got and deleted
Yeah.
and blocked the person already. Laugh at them. Laugh at them."
We are getting a ton of questions. There's way more people in here than usual. Hi, everybody. Appreciate it.
Hi,
The stars
guys.
yelling is making...
Thanks for coming by. You're the best.
From one of our members, Jared Sagewater from YouTube. Hi, Jared. I'm going to give you another shout out later. Since you only play once a month, do any of you reach out to each other and talk about play and role play scenes, or do you all do it in the moment? I think I don't want to speak for everybody, so everyone has a chance to answer this. But for the most part, we do talk a little bit about some possibilities beforehand, but a lot of this is honestly on the fly.
I'm terrible at preparation, so yeah.
I took notes of all the ways that I was going to grill Vernon, knowing full well that it was probably going to go off the script, because I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna say back to me, but I had questions that Emery would have asked.
Yes.
But I am proud of how that confrontation ended, and that part was not scripted. The "who are you more afraid of, me or them?" Keep it that way.
Yes.
I'm proud of that
What a
line. I
banger
wrote that.
line. Such a good line. Holy shit.
Little cats.
Med and Math, our other member, I'm going to give you another shout out at the end of the thing. We're going to start shouting out members, by the way. Thank you so much. This is Ko-Fi members. Yeah. Not really a question, but I wanted to say that I enjoyed how the tone of the session went from tense to comical to dangerous and dramatic. Very fun. Thank you. I appreciate that.
We are all actors.
Thespians, if you will.
Yeah.
It is a craft.
I also love how I took full credit for that. Listen, I know everyone likes to talk about how DMs are the ones who kind of guide the way the episodes go, and we do after a certain fact, but really, there is a large amount of yes-anding that has to go on here. If I was literally grabbing everyone by the ear and making them do things, they wouldn't be having any fun. So, the way the tension goes from here to there, it's literally all of us understanding that this story beat can lead to this and going with it when one of us suggests a tone shift. So for instance, in the beginning when Emery was talking to Vernon was Ron was absolutely playing into the tension that Emery that Star was trying to evoke, but also when it comes down to it, Vernon doesn't know a whole lot. So from Vernon's point of view, it's actually kind of funny. And so like there's this idea that like maybe Emery doesn't have to be so upset at everything all the time, and Vernon is like, it's okay, I'm just dumb, and I'm still gonna help you, and I'm gonna wade into this dangerous swamp to save you, even after you threatened my life. And that's super cute, and it's wonderful, and then they wandered off on their own, and I was like,
time to get fucked, little children in the swamp.
I have just the creature in mind for that.
and that's what happened.
Can we redo that? I'd rather have the dragon, actually.
I had hang on. Hold on. I don't know if this will work.
I was waiting for the dragon to swoop out and like just eat the
I
artifact.
had a voice for this as well.
That sounds like it comes from the bottom of a bog.
Maybe.
Perfect.
Creepy.
I know, right? It's going to be good when you guys find that dragon. There is another question we have from Kevin's Comics and Tunes. Hi, Kevin. If Maldrus lives through this, but another main character dies eventually, would they become another spirit on Maldrus's shoulder? I would 100%. You can ask Star. I would 100% do that to torture somebody. In our off game. Yeah, in our off game, we have another bard that does something. We have a bard that does something similar to what Maldrus's rogue does, in that they can talk to the spirits around there. And Star's character happened to have a lot of dead baggage, and so I bring that baggage out and I unpack that in front of Star's character all the time, and I would make sure to do that.
Well,
no,
even once.
Well, it's gone well for me. It hasn't gone well for Star. So
Who's ready for a mental breakdown?
yeah. And yes, Sam, that is voice mod. It's absolutely voice mod. I even pay for it, actually. So, yeah. I should probably add that to the list of things that the production costs, actually. I haven't done that either.
Well, it's like a one-time fee, though, isn't it?
Right on.
No,
Yeah.
it's once per year. It's a yearly fee.
Wait, what?
I thought it was a one-time.
For voice mod?
No, it's a yearly fee.
They're scamming you, buddy, because I paid $20 one time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did.
Pay.
Well, I'm paying yearly. I don't know why, but I am. I'll look into that. Voice mod, sponsor me.
I'm gonna go and do some barbarian stuff. I'll be right back.
I will literally just give you my login because I never use it, but I paid for it a couple months ago.
But I got all my settings and stuff here. Anyway, I'll talk about it later.
Just copy the levels. I know I'm
we blew through those questions, so we can take some further questions from amongst the group here, if they indeed have any. I don't know. I dropped a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. Was anyone expecting me to kill Vernon?
I think we all were.
Little bit. I fully thought there was gonna be a fight.
I genuinely was prepared to have Tim step in between the two of you.
Yeah, because you were right there.
You to, honestly.
Yeah.
It didn't get violent enough for me to feel like I had to.
I went
just
into the
always expected
confrontation
to die.
expecting it to end much worse, and he just stupided his way into freedom.
Yeah, like it's Tim is totally fine with you like yelling at people because she knows that sometimes that's just how you talk.
It's true.
It's wonderful. The way it is.
I was reading the chat just like when I was not involved in the scene, and I forget exactly what they said, but I saw someone be like, "Oh wow, why is Emery sticking their neck out for Maldrus all of a sudden? I thought she hated everybody." I want to be clear. She doesn't hate the party members. She hates the people that fuck with her. Aside from that, she's just like, I mean, they haven't done anything to me, so and I mean, they have been helping, so I mean, I don't have any ill will towards them aside from Vernon. But I mean, he's on thin fucking ice. But I mean, he's just fucking stupid, and I almost would feel bad killing him now because he's just so dumb. He's not even gonna know what's gonna happen.
You did imply that you weren't actually friends with any of us, or that you were questioning if you were friends with any of us.
I was being confronted by a
It was
fucking
implied. Listen, Tim doesn't know how to read those kind of social cues. She doesn't know that it was just in the heat of the moment. She thinks you don't actually like her.
Tim will remember this.
That is
Tim will remember
unfortunate.
this.
I mean, Emery's whole
Tim,
thing is like
a little Larian Studios. Tim disapproves in the corner.
Yep. Well, I mean, I guess to be fair, Emery is still very like she doesn't know who she can trust. She's pushing people away because she is, at the very core of it, she's fucking terrified of being burned again, and she deals with that by not letting people get close. And the fact that y'all have just consistently just wriggled your way in, she's just like, what the fuck do you want? What do you want out of this interaction? What are you getting? What's the ultimatum here?
That's Tim's secret. She will always find a way to wriggle into your heart.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a question from Rose Kabold on YouTube. Hello, Rose. That's our Rose. What is your favorite part of your character, or story, or rules? Doesn't matter which.
I just talked. Somebody else go first.
I think mechanically, I love my dog.
Dog.
Is that a pun? Mechanically?
That's a great point.
Unintentionally, but I love it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm watching Jinx's look of disapproval. She just looked up and was just like, I hate all of you. And then just like looked back down without saying anything.
Speaking of Jinx, what's your favorite part of your character? Perhaps your ability to do stealth past?
It was my ability to stealth, yeah.
Yeah.
But
That
then there
fucking
was a
26
nat one.
stealth roll blew the shit out of my fucking archfey.
That nat one though.
That nat one though. That's unfortunate. What are you, Vernon?
It would have been okay.
Would have been.
It would have been fine. It would have been okay. Okay.
What's up, Vernon? Do you like how you're a crab, or what's up?
I would say, yeah, the crab aspect is pretty cool. The ability to transform into a giant crab monster, it's pretty sick. I like that he's kind of an avatar for myself, because in real life I am that same guy, basically. Just like, I've literally had this argument with my fiance where I'm just like, I'm too stupid to know that I'm doing that. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
This ulterior motives. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't even know what ulterior means.
I can't even plan for breakfast.
Outstanding.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, just like playing, having all these interesting little spells.
Yeah.
And then
That's the best part about being a warlock too. You don't have to be smart like a wizard.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to pretend.
I'm like, that
Yeah.
was cool.
That was awesome. Good thing I sold my soul for that.
Warlocks and sorcerers, the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't think I could throw those like crab legs at that guy and have him like miss his shot completely. I guess I'm gonna have to do that more often.
Right. All right, Star. What's your favorite bit about Emery?
She's a bitch and I love her, but seriously. So I mean, I've talked about this before, and if you're on my Discord or on my live streams, you've heard me talking about this a lot. Is that I accidentally made my favorite character again, because I have a character in my webcomic who is very, like, personality wise, social quirks wise, very similar to Emery. I can't help it. I love angry women. And so I resonate with that type of character because I just enjoy seeing characters just fuck up and just get the shit beat out of them and then just keep going. Because what the fuck else are they gonna do? I love the angry ones. I love the impulsive ones. I love female characters who are allowed to not be perfect and who are allowed to just be these shitty, terrible people. And then they have to deal with the consequences of that. And sometimes it makes them emotional. And that big eyes emoji at that. So
Yeah.
Also, she's fun to draw. I will say that.
Yes, that too. She's very iconic. I love how my character controls the whole universe, and I get to do stuff like torture my friends, and then go, "It wasn't me. It was this character I made."
Specifically made to torture you.
It's fucking Archfey. Because why not?
Because why not? Let's see here. Is there another question going on here? Yes. Burn to my bio asks, how heartbroken is Tim Tam?
Oh.
I think that it's more like, I don't know, because like she is sad, but it's more of a like she's not mad at all. It's just a
like there's more work to do. Sad. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that we were friends, but now I have to work extra hard and be even more nice and make it even more things for her. And
the I can fix her dial gets turned up a little bit farther.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what it is, isn't it? Oh my god.
Maybe if like I make a little like paper doll for her and like have the little swords as like toothpicks and Tim will arts and crafts her way into your heart.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Okay, everybody. It is just past 5, so I'm going to give you 1 more minute for chat questions to roll in. And while I'm doing that, or while you're all doing that, if any of you have any questions left, I am going to shout out to our 2 members. We got 2 Ko-Fi members over the break here. Thank you all very much. First of all, again, nobody has to do this. We are trying to make sure our channel gets above 1,000 subscribers so that we can monetize our stuff. I would love that. Then that way everyone can help support us, no big deal. But if you would like to, you can go to our Ko-Fi and you can become a member there from as little as $1 a month, baby. But our first member is Medenmath. Medenmath joined us way back in, I don't know. Actually, technically, I think Medenmath joined us 3 months ago. I should have shouted you out way sooner, and I think I did on socials, but I didn't do it on stream. Sorry so much, Medenmath. Thank you so much. Seriously, from the bottom of our heart, thank you. And very recently, Jared Sabewater joined the family, as it were, and picked up some Ko-Fi memberships. By subbing on Ko-Fi to us specifically, you are helping the production. I usually have my Patreon link around here somewhere, but that's for me specifically. Don't use that if you want to support the group, right? The money for the money from Ko-Fi goes to the production. Goes to doing things like paying for mod support and paying for things like Epidemic Sounds. We got a subscription to Epidemic Sounds that we can use their music royalty free, and a couple of other smaller services that we use to keep ourselves going without much use there. And then eventually, hopefully, it'll also go to paying guests and paying ourselves and that sort of thing. Editor
I want to
as
hire
well.
someone to make clips for us.
Yes, hiring an editor to make like clips and shorts and stuff like that for our channel would be huge, but we can't do that right now. So if you want to support something like that, that's where you go. You go to our Ko-Fi. But yeah, seriously, both of you, thank you so much for joining us when you did. It's blowing us away, the amount of support we're getting. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Okay, was there any other questions while I was losing my shit about the people who are supporting us? There is not. That is good. Any more questions from the couch? No? Excellent. Cool. Well then, we are going to start telling each other where we can find everybody. We're starting with Vernon. Exclamation point, Mega Ron in chat.
Hello. Yes, that's me. I am Ron. You can find me anywhere at Megaron TV, pretty much, except for Blue Sky, where I'm Megaron, because I did that. Also, I have a new podcast that just started coming out the end of July, called Just a Little Guy. The first episode had Jay, the second one had Star, the third one had Zoe. I'm basically working my way through the cast, having them all on, and the whole thing is we get together, we use our creative abilities and make a handful of brand new monsters for you to use in any kind of creative endeavors that you may have. It's a lot of fun.
Like what? What's a good one to hook people?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of mentioned earlier. There's one called the Plunkle Dunkle.
They also invented ferrets on Jay's episode.
It was a cat.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a
Just
it's a
a
cat
cat.
with it's like tube shaped, and I was screaming ferret at the screen the entire time.
Listen,
Oh.
it's just a sad furry animal that no one has bothered to take out of a sock for a while.
Ferret.
There's also one
Oh
in
my
Star's
God.
episode where if you don't watch out, you'll get canceled.
Don't get canceled by the milkshake duck, the dreaded
Yes.
creature.
The dreaded milkshake duck.
It hasn't dropped yet, but in a few days it's going to be out, so be sure to tune in. The milkshake duck.
Absolutely.
The
That is
milkshake duck.
just a little guy, Lil,
Little guy.
like your favorite Rugrat.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Don't speak for my favorite Rugrat like that. You don't know.
It's the bit for understanding. It doesn't matter. Maldris, Jinx, where can people find you?
I am on YouTube, Twitch, and Ko-Fi for just Wild Jinx. My Twitter is Wild Jinx Gaming, or whatever we're calling it now, X.
We're still gonna call it Twitter, baby. It's
And,
Twitter.
TikTok at Wild Jinx as well.
Hell yeah.
Wild Jinx.
There we go. Perfect. Look at that.
That's
Wild
me.
Jinx everywhere. Yep.
Jinx.
Yep.
Wow.
Emery or the Starfish Face.
Hello, I am basically everywhere at the Starfish Face. All one word, no punctuation or anything. If you want convenient links to all the places you can find me, the starfishface.card.co is my personal site. I keep that pretty updated.
Yeah.
I have been focusing on my YouTube recently. So if you're gonna follow me anywhere, follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me there. I am like probably at the rate I'm gonna hit 100,000 this month.
Yep.
So that's a thing.
Wild.
That's exciting. And
Go
wild.
for it.
But yeah, subscribe to me on YouTube if you haven't already, because I know a lot of people in chat are from me anyway. But hi.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. If you're watching this stream live, I love you. If you're watching the VOD, I love you. Thank you for coming to our show.
Righto.
Listen, I bribe people to watch our show. I have to follow through, okay?
We gotta bribe them. That's right.
We also love them.
We do. Of course we do.
We all love
It's like when your mom brings you to go see your aunts and uncles and cousins, and they go, "Yeah, we love you." I mean, we yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah, you don't have big family gatherings. I guess not, eh? Anyways,
What do you know about my family? Do you think
we'll
that
unpack that. We'll unpack that later. Zoe B.
Yeah, you can find me at Zoe B on YouTube, just YouTube, because I am using the collapse of Twitter as an excuse to not do social media, because it's
good.
really genuinely not very good for your mental health. And branding, who needs that? So anyway, Zoe B, I'm there. Just look me up. I will have a video coming out, I don't know, sometime in the next week or two about PragerU, and then a bigger version of it in like a month and a half that is about like education and how we teach history. It's very like serious compared to all of the work that everybody else is doing that is like fun and enjoyable. So that's it.
I mean, Zoe does have a really good video on
job selling
puns.
myself.
Yeah, no, you got a great video on puns though. That's amazing. It really is. Indefensive puns
know,
was
yeah,
very
I
good.
wanted.
Yeah. Our Wrathgirther is not here, but Thought Slime's in chat. You can find Thought Slime on YouTube under youtube.com/@thoughtslime. And also, she runs Scaredy Cats. If you go and watch Scaredy Cat, it's probably it's like a horror review channel basically for horror movies, and like the good horror movies too, the ones that are like super bad and almost no one's watched because they're like they're just fucking great. You should go check them out for sure. They do a lot of on their main channel for Thought Slime. They do a lot of the same sort of work that Zoe does. A lot of speculative, not speculative, fucking introspective.
Much funnier
stuff.
than me.
Yes, Mildred is extremely funny.
I mean, you don't have to agree so. Like,
Well,
Look at
Mildred.
you, Zoe. It's okay. I love your humor.
Yes, I
It's
appreciate
just
it as well.
Zoe doesn't try to be super funny during her bits usually, but Mildred is always throwing out bits. Is my point. So, anyways, yeah. Now that I have thoroughly shoved the foot in my mouth, hi, I'm also Jay. You found me. It's Speaking of someone,
in my mouth, and you can find me on the internet.
yeah. You've already found me. Hi, welcome. I'm on Twitch and YouTube, although of course I pay much more attention to YouTube as Twitch is not working even in the slightest to try and keep me. And so if you're watching this on Twitch, thank you so very much. But please do not throw away your sub money to Twitch. They take half of it and it sucks and they're not changing it. So come over and sub to me on YouTube. It doesn't cost anything. And if you feel like throwing a couple bucks my way, jump over onto the Ko-Fi, and that way I can spread it to these lovely people below me. I don't do anything but this. And the rest is my job that I do. And I run like 9 D&D games or something like that. I forget. I don't keep count anymore.
$1.5 million.
And he's trying to kill us in all of them.
Yep,
Right?
it's great. I love it.
I
Yeah.
might be dead.
We will see if you are dead coming up on August 25th.
It's only
Which
3
is
weeks away.
3
It's not
weeks
bad
away.
for-
It's true. I'll get to see what I'm doing specifically. That'll be fun. Okay, everybody. Yeah, from all of us to all of you, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciated the extra eyeballs. Please go tell your friends, kidnap your family, duct tape them to a chair, make them watch all of our show, and we will see you in the future. Have a good one.